Why are you standing? You all right?
Just moving around here.
Oh, you doing what?
He's just moving around here.
Oh, okay. What's wrong? Something wrong? Your headphones not working? You can't hear yourself?
No, somebody's been messing with it.
Someone's been messing with your porridge.
Mine's just right.
Mm-hmm.
I came in and they're blaring.
Mine's too hot. Some of your headphones are blaring?
Yeah, no, now they're normal. I just turned
All right.
Somebody's been in.
Sound very throaty, Terry. You been having a tough week? What's going on?
Pop Benadryl and... So...
Sticking needles where the steroids in your neck or what?
Yes.
All right, well, it should be an interesting day, don't you know, Terry, to close out the week. It's the first day of summer.
Yay.
Yeah, I can have it for you if you'd like.
That'd be nice. Anyway, we'll find out today on the first full day of summer. Yesterday is when summer began.
Summer solstice
Oh,
was yesterday.
Terry, so with the terminology, let me tell you, we're all so impressed. Summer solstice, great, Terry. We will find out today a lot of things about how the summer will play out on this program.
Okay.
I think one of the most important things to find out as far as it pertains to last night is whether Vinnie the Pooh finally put out for Angel. Maybe they will tell us some intimate details. They went
sweet.
I think they went to tear up SJ last night, Terry.
So who's the bitch in that relationship?
I'm really trying to figure that out. And I have about as good a guess as you. I think they take turns.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
They alternate every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes.
That's right.
My boa, your boa, my boa, your boa.
Why don't they just get two boas? Call it good.
We have to have rolls.
Maybe the bow is long enough for both of them.
Oh, like Lady and the Tramp, one big noodle.
Yeah.
One big noodle.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
It's a One Big Noodle Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We're glad that you're going to be a part of it. We'll come back. We'll get things started right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
It was a paparazzi crush for Jennifer Aniston after last night's L.A. police concert. But is it time to call the couples?
Jennifer Aniston was at the police concert last night?
I guess so.
And she was hanging out with a new dude, I heard. Yeah. I don't know what's more sad. Jennifer Aniston's social life or just people who have to hang on to the day and go to the police concert, Terry.
Oh,
it's
come on.
I'm sorry. Please. Their day is past.
No, they still have good music.
Oh,
doesn't matter.
right. Okay.
Well, I mean, look at everybody else, like the Stones and all those guys.
Well, the Stones never really broke up that much. The police, they hated each other.
I understand
They
that.
just got back together for the money.
Hey,
Nothing
and it
wrong
worked.
with that.
Now people are going back like, yeah, it's the 80s again, cool.
It was a paparazzi crush for Jennifer Aniston after last night's L.A. police concert.
Right.
But is it time to call the couple's news cops? These are the all-new show.
Oh, this guy has to either get new writers, stop writing for himself, or get cooler.
Yeah.
All right?
How about none of the above? Just get rid of them.
But is it time to call the couple's news cops? These are the all-new shots that have Hollywood's rumor mill rumbling today. Bad boy Billy Crudup leaving the concert just behind Jen.
Bad boy Billy Crudup. Why is he such a bad boy? Oh, didn't he leave his wife when she was 7 months pregnant?
I guess so. I think
That makes you a bad boy?
Well,
Hey, ladies, I'm a bad boy. I ditched my wife when she was 7 months prego.
not a positive thing, I would think.
He was in the movie Sleepers, Terry, so there's a connection between him and Brad Pitt.
Oh.
As Jennifer Aniston still tries to pathetically get somewhat even with what Brad Pitt did to her. She's not even 1/100th of the way there.
Wow. Now she just has to have a kid, right?
Who else? What else has Billy Crudup done? Who is this dude?
He was
Bad
in
boy.
Big Fish. I
Big
believe.
Fish.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
was the son.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me see what else.
Almost famous.
They were
The Good
Almost
Shepherd.
famous.
They were
yeah.
trying to make it like they weren't together, but they were kind of. They were almost like pretty obviously trying to make it like they didn't want to be seen together, but they really did.
Right.
I think. I don't know.
Well, I
wouldn't want to be seen at a police concert, that's for sure.
Oh.
I ain't going.
Wow.
Anyone go that you know?
I wanted to go, but
I did too, actually.
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stephen wanted to go.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
Bad
me.
boy Stephen Kilbreath seen leaving the police concert.
With Terry Free behind him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They could have just been going to the concert, too.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah, but they went together. That's the point.
But still, even as friends and nothing major.
Go to a concert like that as friends.
Why not?
That's a concert where you go, you try to capture the old day, and then you leave kind of depressed because you still feel old when you leave, and then you wind up having sex with whoever you went with.
Wow.
So you don't just go as friends, is my point.
Okay.
All right? You see, you understand why now?
Sure.
Your motivation for going is to remember the day that was. Then when you walk out and you see the first mirror or the first reflection in a street lamp or something like that,
you realize it's not.
I ain't looking the way I looked in 1984 when these songs were popular.
Okay.
So that makes you self-conscious and insecure, and that in order to relieve insecurity, what do you do in this world, Terry?
Well, obviously you have sex.
You have sex to validate yourself.
Right.
So
it's unfinished business, right? Because you wanted to back in the day, right?
In other words, you don't go with anyone who's just a friend. You go knowing that is a concert where you have sex that night.
All right, well, I've connected the dots.
Okay.
Thanks to
So it's like the reunion thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying to relive it.
20-year reunion. This ain't no 10-year reunion. 10-year high school reunions can be sad enough sometimes. 10-year high school reunions, as we've been talking about the past couple of days, could have a hint of depression.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Right.
I mean, it's not all fun. It's a lot of depression, or at least a nice sizable hint. It's all about this quarter-life crisis I've been reading a lot about, Terry.
Really?
It's not about a midlife crisis anymore. The new generation of people in this world are having what I'm reading about that they're calling quarter-life crisis.
Quarter-life crisis.
You don't wait for 40, 45, 50 to have a crisis as far as who you are in this world. You have it at 25.
Wow.
The quarter-life crisis is a real thing. Oh, especially with women. All women are talking about it, Terry. We're having a quarter-life crisis.
Quarter-life crisis.
You never heard that term?
I have not.
Well, welcome to it, Terry.
I guess so.
You'll be hearing a lot about it from this moment forward.
I bet I will.
It's a very realistic, true situation that's happening to a lot of 25-year-olds. 25-year-olds that haven't really necessarily found their niche in life.
Right, their careers and figured out what they want to do.
And they're doing things that were usually reserved for the 40-year-old who was worried about aging. They're doing it at 25.
Wow.
Makes sense, though.
I better go home to my daughters and sit down with them and let them know, don't worry about the quarter-life crisis.
Well, you can't tell someone not to worry about it. It's like, don't worry about the pink elephant in the room. Come on.
Oh, I'm worried about it.
Yeah! Steven, you never heard of the term quarter-life crisis?
I thought that we have heard of it, yeah.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
All right.
I think I'm still in it.
You can't still be in it in your mid-30s.
I know.
Something for someone in their mid-20s.
I still think I'm in my mid-20s. That's the problem.
What's the crisis called that we're in now? At 30, whatever.
It's just called all-out crisis. Panic City.
Yeah, it's called push the button.
But
Hurry.
why should that be, Terry?
I don't know.
That is tough.
Because I actually thought that, the 40s were the...
Didn't really want a discussion.
Sorry.
I was leading it to something, Terry. Why should that be when today is the first day of summer?
This is the corniest song ever.
It's the best song ever, Terry.
Come on.
It's new music. Here on Wild 94.9 and Cube 93.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. You didn't even let me play it. You started talking over it, Terry.
Sorry.
You can't talk over this.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
And you're right. It's the corniest song ever. But because it's so corny, it makes it extra cool.
Speaking of quarter-life crisis.
Well, today's the last day of school for your son, right? It's the last day of school for just about every high school, right?
Technically,
Okay.
today is. But next week, they're actually getting out because you have snow days.
Oh, they have a lot of makeup days?
Yeah.
So it would have been his last day?
Yes.
So you should have been asking your son the following question today. Are you ready for the summer? Not quite, Mom. But you're not going to be asking your son the question of... Are you ready for the summer? Because he has makeup days.
Right.
But a lot of moms and dads and...
Grandma, Grandpa.
Right, I'm sure. They're asking their kids on the final day of high school. Because it is the first day of summer, Terry.
I know.
And the last day of school for a lot of people. So you must ask yourself, are you ready for the summer? In case you're not clear on what these kids were screaming the past couple of minutes here. Are you ready for the summer? Are you ready for the sunshine? Oh, I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. Are you ready for the birds and bees? Oh. You ready for the bees and the apple trees, Terry?
Well, sure.
And a whole lot of float around.
Oh, boy.
Are you ready for the summer?
Right.
Ready for the summer? Are you
Whoa.
ready for the hot night? Are you ready for the fireflies?
Are you ready for the fireflies, Terry?
Fireflies. Is that what they were asking?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
You like a nice firefly, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Terry, you couldn't have been more accurate. It's amazing how, for the first time in your life, you nailed it. This is the most corny song ever, but it's so damn corny. And so damn lame. Mm-hmm. And songs don't get much lamer, more corny. But it's so to that extreme that by the end of today, Terry, it's going to be so stuck in your little head. In your little Filipino head.
And you're probably right. I'll be walking out the door singing it.
You're going to be humming it at the bank because it's payday. Or is it? I don't even know. Oh, I hate pencils and books. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, they're really on key there. I don't know.
Oh,
what they're-
Just
man.
screaming.
Let's see what Simon has to say about these kids.
Are you ready for the summer? Ready for the summer? Are you ready for the good times? Good times. Are you ready for the summer?
You know what the truth is, Terry?
What's that?
We have one more week of live shows left to do, and then it becomes our summer vacation. So really, I could be asking you right now the following question.
Are you ready for the summer?
Woohoo!
Are you ready for the sunshine?
Absolutely.
Are you ready for the birds and bees? The apple tree.
You ready for the what and the bees?
Birds and bees.
Bees,
birds and bees.
and apple
What do
trees.
you think you're saying?
I don't know.
Dogs and bees? Or
They're screaming like such maniacs. I can't understand what they're saying.
They should know about the birds and the bees.
There you go.
Anyway, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm ready for the summer.
Our summer recess starts next week, Terry.
All right.
wow.
Towards the end, yes.
Summer recess.
So again, you haven't responded to the following question.
Are you ready for the summer?
Oh.
Are you ready for the sunshine? Are you ready for the birds and bees?
Birds and bees,
The
yeah.
apple tree.
Yeah, you know I am.
The whole lot of good.
I'm ready for the birds and the bees, but the apple trees, now you're asking too much. Leave me alone.
What about the fooling around?
I already took care of that last night on mandatory sex.
Oh, that's
okay.
right. How'd that go?
Well, Terry, it's not about summer, winter, spring, or fall. It's about all year round, Thursday nights, at least for the foreseeable future. As you may have heard, Terry, it's mandatory sex night in my house.
Yes.
Not for the kids. But, yes.
Went well.
Well, I was brilliant as always.
As always.
Top of my game, brought the A game, still probably quivering in the leg and hip area.
Wow. Really? You send those little gyrations everywhere.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. Anyway, Jordan in Monroe is turning 25 today and is having a quarter-life
wow.
crisis as we speak.
Really?
Want to speak to him or her? I'm assuming Jordan is usually a girl's name, right?
Sure. Well, yeah.
Jordan, are you there?
Yeah, it's the guy's name.
Oh.
She sounds hot.
Jordan, it's your birthday today or what?
That is correct.
Wow. You probably expected me to say happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Didn't actually say it. But, I mean, quarter-life crisis really, as I've read and heard about over the past couple of years, as it's become a more true psychological thing in this world, is really more of a woman's thing. So before you go on record saying you're having a quarter-life crisis, I just want you to be aware of that. Now, do you want to commit yourself? Because it sounds like you told Pasty Dave you feel like you're having a quarter-life crisis.
Yeah, that's correct.
Uh-huh.
But men do have midlife crises as well, and so why can't they have a quarter life?
Hey, Terry,
crisis?
Google quarter-life crisis, see what comes up.
Well, there's Wikipedia.
Does Wikipedia have a page on quarter-life
They
crisis?
do, yep.
Wow.
Stop
See, I'm not
it.
making this stuff up, Terry.
I never said you were.
Stephen, Google, are you
Terry,
ready
you
for the
just
summer?
said that you didn't believe
I
in
did that as well.
stuff.
No, I said I did not know of the term.
Oh, you changed your mind.
Yeah.
Why, what did you think Terry said, Jordan?
I said Terry just changed her mind.
What'd you change your mind about?
Yeah, she just said about 10 minutes ago that she didn't believe in mid or quarter crisis.
Well, she didn't even know what it is. She doesn't know what it is.
He asked me if I had heard of the term, and I said no, I had not heard of the term.
It means you don't believe in it.
Well, Jordan's living it, Terry. I mean, just listen to the sound of the man's voice. It's his birthday, and could he sound any more bummed out?
I know.
Jordan?
Yeah.
You gonna be all right or what? No matter how you slice it, today is your birthday. It's a Friday. Your birthday falling on a weekend, basically, weekend night. It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just everything, T. How's a 25-year-old supposed to buy a house these days?
How's a 25-year-old supposed to buy a house these days? Mm-hmm. Well, that's part of the symptom of the quarter-life crisis little mindset, Terry.
Wow.
I'm 25. I'm not ready to stand on my own 2 feet. I don't feel comfortable going out there on my own. I'm in an outright crisis situation. At 25, no less.
At 25, are you supposed to be a homeowner?
Well, you're not supposed to be living with mom and dad.
Fine, but that's the
Right.
middle ground. There's lots
Right.
of apartments available.
Yeah.
For
Well, 25, I think Jordan is basically saying he can't even basically afford rent on a decent-looking apartment.
Exactly. I mean, it's not.
Rents on
it's
apartments
not
are
the
not-
most decent. It's off of Casino Road in Everett, but it works.
Jordan's sick of his little rundown apartment
There you go.
with all these drunk gamblers who've lost their lives basically walking up and down the street trying to decide whether to kill themselves or not.
Well, what about your career and stuff? I mean, is that going well?
Doesn't
Yeah,
sound like
career's going well.
Well, if you can only afford an apartment by a casino in a rundown area, in a rundown apartment building, I would say his career's not where he's hoping it will ultimately be. Is that safe to say, Jordan?
And just a little bit cheap.
Huh?
he's cheap.
He's
he
a-
says.
I'd say I'm
cheap.
just a little bit cheap.
What's a little bit cheap?
He
is.
is a little bit cheap.
You're a little bit cheap. Oh, so you have more money than you're willing to spend.
Yeah,
You could be living in a better place.
I could, but
Well,
then I figure
let
what's
us
the
decide
point
that. What are you
when-
making?
He could afford a house.
Why waste the money on a better place?
What do you make?
What's that?
What do you make?
What do I make? About 20 an hour?
20 an hour, and you put in a typical what? 5-hour week?
What's that?
How many hours a week are you working?
Let's see, 20 times 20.
Probably 40 to 50.
40 to 50. Now, do you get an extra, when you work 50, do you get like time and a half or overtime for those 10 hours, or 50
Yep.
is
Time and a half. Work
Uh-huh.
for the railroad.
for the railroad?
Oh.
What company?
BNSF.
Mm-hmm. Burlington Northern?
Santa
Santa
Fe.
Fe? I know it well, Terry. I'm more of a Union Pacific guy myself, Terry. I own the stock.
Ah.
Yeah.
Your competitor, I don't know if you consider them competitors, but whatever.
I like the B&O Railroad.
Thank you, Mr. Buffett.
Oh, because you think I jumped on because I don't think Warren Buffett is he a buyer of that stock? I think actually, now that you mention it, I think he probably is. Anyway, we're getting a little too technical here. Let's go back
So
to your.
He makes about 50 grand.
Yeah,
Let's go
he makes
back to your
about
lame
50
life.
grand a year. That's freaking awesome at 25.
Yeah.
How many 25-year-olds can really say that they make, that good of money? like
Terry's
that?
impressed with where you are,
She's ready to have a
Jordan.
kid with you right now.
She just did.
Yeah, but in Seattle's market, I mean, I've only been quoted a loan up to $175,000. That doesn't get me,
Well, but-
anything over here.
Jordan, you're
not
sounding a
true.
little too bummed out than you should be. I mean, maybe your birthday, 25, it's a little milestone birthday. It's not the happiest time because either you can fake being happy, but no one wants to turn 25. You start feeling less like a kid and more like an adult, and it's a
True,
little bit,
yeah.
it bums you out a little bit.
Yeah.
So at least he's being honest with the way he feels this morning.
Sure. Well, at least your car insurance will go down today.
But now he's and he can rent a car. But
Yeah.
now he's bumming us out. I need someone to let me see on the phone lines who could cheer us up. Hang on for a second, Jordan. Actually, I'll keep you on while I punch up somebody that. Here's a guy who wants to do a body shop off Terry Free.
What?
Carlos in Redwood City.
Hey, what's going on, T?
I think.
going on, T?
Oh, and I think I read it wrong. He wants to see a body shot of Terry Free.
A body.
I like the first idea
yeah.
better.
Oh, he's-
Carlos, do you?
Got the bottles ready?
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah, hey, T.
that is what it says. I thought it. When I glanced up there real quick, I thought it said he wanted to do a body shot off
Oh,
you, Terry.
wow.
Maybe that was wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Carlos, if you had your choices, would you rather do a body shot off Terry Free or see a body shot of Terry Free? But you have to do the body shot off Terry Free blindfolded, so you can't have both. You can't see the body and do the body shot.
Interesting twist.
Nah, I'd rather see the
Terry,
body.
Wow.
Terry is always an interesting twist. But more importantly, Carlos, the question that I really want to ask you is...
Are you ready for the summer? Are you ready for the sunshine?
Damn, that song's annoying as hell.
By the end of this show, Carlos,
You're going to love it.
it's going to be your favorite song.
You should take a music appreciation
It's already
class.
stuck in my head.
Oh, my gosh.
It's already stuck in his head, and I haven't played it the 600 times. I'm going to be playing it this morning, Terry.
Is that what we're doing all
Now,
morning long?
why did Jordan hang up? I
Terry.
told Jordan I was going to get right back to him. I want to deal with this quarter-life crisis
By the way,
because he's acting like a girl.
he's got a good
T-Man.
little
Yes,
gig.
Carlos.
Hey, Jordan's not doing so good. At 25 years old, he should be making more money than that.
So you're not impressed. Terry was saying 50,000, 25-year-old dude. She's very impressed. She's ready to have a couple of kids with him. You are not
Yeah,
impressed.
already had.
At 25, at 25, I'm going to be making like $40 an hour.
Oh, he's got plans, Terry.
Wow, what do you do for a living?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a union electrician, baby.
Oh, all right. Well,
That's a good trade. Yeah, they're very
electricians
good.
do nicely,
very
Terry,
well.
especially if they're in a nice union.
Well, but so does
Yeah,
the railroad.
he should switch trades or something.
Call
Yeah,
Jordan back up. I can't leave him like that. Pasty? Man, guy's birthday's all lost in the world.
Hey, he has a lot to be worried about, T-Man.
And now here's Carlos just ragging on him.
Hey, I double you. What do you think about that?
I'm going to double you.
Yeah, I'm going to
How
double you.
old are you, Carlos?
I'm 22.
Buddy.
You're 22. And when how much you making these days? Let's find out what everyone makes today.
Right
Because
now,
He said
why?
40 an hour.
He said
right
40.
now,
No, he said he's
right
gonna
now
make
I'm
40 an hour.
Right now, I'm at 20 an hour.
Okay, so you're going to be on a accelerated path to 40, where you pretty much think it's a slam dunk guarantee that you'll be making
yeah.
as much. You'll be making more than Jordan at his age.
Oh yeah, and top pay is $50. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll leave him way behind.
Wow.
Whoa.
The guy's having a tough day. It's his 25th birthday. Here we are trying to do a nice thing for Jordan on his birthday and cheer him up a little bit because he's having a quarter-life crisis. And Carlos wants to drag him down even further.
I'd have a crisis if I was him too, making that much.
Wow. Now, come on.
Jordan's not answering his phone? What's the problem?
He's doing train stuff, man.
He's doing train stuff.
Putting nickels on the track. That's what they do at the railroad. Look how big this
you
one
need-
got, Carl.
All right, so what do you want, Carlos? You want us to send you a picture of Terry Free, huh?
I want one on the website. Sometimes I go on the website and I see her face and she looks good from her face, but I need to put a body to that face.
You have no body shots? You have no full-length pictures of you on the website, Terry?
No.
Just
I'm
you of
trying to
your
see that
very,
booty.
just you of your very glamorous Asian face.
Actually, no, my picture's changed
Your picture's changed.
from the glamour shot thingy.
All right,
Yeah.
but
Does she got a big booty or what?
there is a sizable booty.
All right. Ooh. That's what I want to see, Terry.
But
Come on.
more importantly
Wow.
than you wanting to see that, is us
Yeah.
all wanting to know.
Stop it.
Yeah, right. I got it. Now, if you could put a video of you singing that song up on the website, Terry, I
No.
would personally go.
All day long, do we have to hear that this
Hey,
morning?
Terry, hook it up, though.
Terry, you have to hear it until you say you love it.
Who doesn't love it? Why do you hate it?
That's how long.
It's annoying.
Terry,
What?
well, now you know how people perceive your reading of stories every day. All right. It's the first day of summer. How can you be like a summer party
Yeah,
pooper?
kids
Terry?
screaming about summer. That's-
So today, every time you ask me if I have anything, you can play the song.
Terry, all I'm saying is it's the first day of summer. You're acting like a summer party pooper.
No, I'm not.
You're knocking kids. Carlos is knocking Jordan on his 25th birthday.
Oh.
Everyone apparently is in a bad mood but me. I want to see you dance, Terry. Hate teachers' dirty looks. I hate having Oh, geez. Are these the same kids that sang Pink Floyd at the Wall?
I think it is, yes.
Wow.
Touring kids. I get teachers' dirty looks every night.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Ben wants to give Jordan a message. Or was it Carlos? I don't know. Everyone's
Carlos.
calling. I need to take a break.
Oh,
I got to get ready for the summer, Terry.
do you?
I feel I'm not quite ready. No, the answer's no. Not really, and I'm very ashamed.
The T-Man Show.
John Mayer apparently not waiting for the world to change after his Jessica Simpson bust-up. Is he already Penelope cruising into a new relationship? Spy witnesses say they saw John getting the Spanish stunner's digits at a Hollywood party.
Wow.
But Penelope's camp tells Extra today the two are not a couple. And that's today's couples news.
They're not a couple, and that's today's couples news. Filled our quota.
Yeah.
Isn't Penelope Cruz kind of old, Terry? Isn't she about 10 years older than Jessica Simpson, or what?
Yeah, probably. She's in her 30s, early 30s.
But looking every bit as good.
She looks good, yeah.
She's probably mid-30s.
33.
33, yeah.
When's her birthday, Stephen?
April 28th of 1974.
So, yeah, she's 33.
Yeah,
33.
she's
All right. And Jessica Simpson's what, about 25, 26?
Yes, 25.
All right. So they're less than 10 years apart.
John Mayer's doing pretty good, I'd say.
Uh-huh. So if you were a guy, you would certainly be cool with going from knocking about a Jessica Simpson and then moving on to Penelope Cruz. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
That would be your way of working your way through the minefield of women.
I would have to look back and say, that's not too bad.
I do too bad for myself.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey. Why not?
Using your guy hormones, Terry. These are
Hold
the
on,
women
let me
that do it
shift them.
for you. Is that right? Yeah, shift over to your guy hormones. These are the women that do it for you out in the Hollywood world.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Are you trying to, make your voice deeper?
No.
Because it didn't sound any deeper, and
I
it
know.
seemed like you were almost trying to.
No, I just said, oh, yeah, that's right, baby.
But you had a face on you like you were trying to go deeper with your
Well,
voice,
no.
and yet it didn't sound any deeper.
No, I wasn't trying to
Because it
go-
can't get any deeper.
I was trying to get that guy face, though.
I think you were trying to make your voice deeper.
I can't go any deeper.
Exactly. I think you're understanding now. But more importantly...
Are you ready for the summer? Are you ready for the sunshine? Are you ready for the birds and bees, the apple trees, and a whole lot of fooling around?
Okay, now, Terry, you think I'm just making up stuff? You think I'm just spewing crap on this program?
No.
Here now, the clinical breakdown of the quarter-life crisis.
Okay.
First of all, it says here that the quarter-life crisis, the term was first introduced, was first coined 10 years ago in 1997. That's how new...
Wow.
That's how new a situation this is. But it is now recognized by many therapists and professionals in the medical health field as a serious modern-day issue.
Whoa.
I'm not just making up stuff around here. Quarter-life crisis, pull that out of my ass. No. I hear about these things. I'm wired in, baby.
Nice pull.
Okay. Nice pull.
I
We're
mean,
still talking about Jessica Simpson
no,
and Penelope
you
Cruz?
said...
Oh.
Well, you don't pull those phrases out of your behind.
No.
And I said, nice pull.
Oh, wow. Stop looking. Anyway, the quarter-life crisis is a term that applies to the period of life immediately following the major changes of adolescence.
Okay.
Usually ranging from ages 21 to 29, but 25 to be precise. Obviously,
Sure.
quarter life, it's called quarter life for a reason. The term, it says here, is named as an analogy to the midlife crisis. Midlife crisis, then no one wants to sit around in this ADD world and wait for a midlife crisis. Why wait for a midlife crisis when I could have a crisis at 25?
Right.
So is there nothing between 25 and midlife crisis?
Apparently, there's nothing that's been clinically recognized as a situational crisis between 25. After 25, when that crisis has run its course, you got to sit around and wait till about 40, 50 for your midlife.
It's all good.
I don't know about that.
No problems.
Oh, jeez. Aspects of the quarter-life crisis include. Characteristics of the quarter-life crisis include. Are you ready for this? They don't mention here that it's predominantly women that suffer from the quarter-life crisis, because it is, from all the studies I've read, Terry, and you know I'm a non-stop reader, not really?
Right.
Hey, I'm just wired in.
No, I
All right?
Wired in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wired in.
Wired in.
Trust me when I tell you, that's more women by a large margin than men suffering from this phrase that I'm sure a lot of you are hearing for the first time this morning, that you better get used to, because it's a new way of the present and future, unfortunately. The quarter-life crisis.
It actually,
Why do you think that is?
Well,
Why do I think that is? I'll read some of the characteristics of the quarter-life crisis, and you can tell me that you certainly can identify and recognize that these type of feelings are circulating about more than ever before at a younger age than they used to circulate. Listen to some of the characteristics of the quarter-life crisis. Some of the good ones here? So many they put here. Confusion with identity. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Yes. That's nothing new, Bo. The feeling of not being good enough because you can't find a job that makes you feel like you're worthy. Frustration with relationships. You know, these sound too new. Loneliness. A sense that everyone is somehow doing better than you are. Never felt that at all.
But why are only women stricken with it?
Would you shut up already? Can I get through this?
I have a question for you. Sorry.
What's your question?
Why is it only women? I mean, I feel that those things can afflict men as well.
Well, men don't really care about their lives. Anyway.
Okay, that's probably true.
Boredom with social interactions. Did I mention that one?
No, you just did.
Financially rooted stress. It's hard to make a living these days than maybe it was in the past. Except for Carlos in Redwood City, who's doing wonderfully, Terry, in case you missed it. Loneliness. I mentioned that. Confusion with identity. I mentioned that. Yes.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Let's see. Oh, it's all right, Terry. Anyway, I never expected to count on you.
You mean like VTP?
Oh, you know what? Never mind. Let's cut our losses. Quarter-life crisis.
Okay.
I'm here to tell you there's something in between the quarter life and the midlife. When high school girls don't look at me anymore, it stings.
It's called life.
Okay.
The life crisis.
Steven, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, T-Man?
What do you got?
Yo, Carlos and Jordan ain't got nothing doing. Welding for the railroad? Oh, they make the big bucks.
Welding for the railroads. We're having all-out railroad wars this morning. All-out railroad wars.
Yeah.
Yes. My railroad job is better than your railroad job. Is that what it's becoming this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Stephen. Jerry, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, everybody. And by the way, I am ready for the summer.
Oh, jeez. Now I'm even getting sick of it. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to give a woman's perspective, since we're talking about women being affected by this quarter crisis more than men. I'm a woman. I'm not 25. I'm 58. So I'm on the end of that whole spectrum there. And
wait, you're 58 years old?
I'm 58 years old.
You're double beyond the spectrum.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I'm just trying to give a little perspective from the woman's point of view. And like I say, I understand I'm not 25. But I think there is...
At 58, are you still a woman?
Don't you, mute into morph into something else? You have gills now and all kinds of weird stuff.
You really honestly still consider yourself a woman at 58?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Scary part is she sounds 22.
Yeah, she sounds
She could definitely
young.
trick me.
That's why she's comfortable calling the program.
Yeah.
Because she knows she's sung.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm sure you've never heard that. Yes.
That's
okay.
great.
Go ahead.
Good to know.
What'd you want to say?
Well, I just wanted to say that I understand Jordan's plight. You know, I'm making $20 an hour, kind of looking for that sleaze bag apartment on Casino. I have to sell my house, can't afford to keep it anymore. But I understand Carlos's side, too, because I just think Carlos has a great attitude. Carlos is saying, I'm going to be making $40 an hour.
All right. Thanks for breaking down all the calls that have preceded you on the program. All right. Is this going to be a situation where an old person comes on and tells everyone that they should put it in perspective because they wish they were their age? Is that what you're going to do here, Jerry? Because no one gets any kind of rise out of that. You think you're doing everyone a favor by saying, hey, it could be worse. You could be as old as me, but
no, not trying to do anybody a favor.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you have to kind of live in the moment. You got to take what you have.
I want to live in the moment. Your call is boring me, so I'm going to move on. Okay, 1-866-663-T-Man. Back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
All right, what are you holding on to?
Well, the New York Post is reporting that NBC is going to give Paris $1 million for her first interview outside of jail.
That's nice. So she's getting $1 million as a reward for sitting in jail for 20-some-odd days.
Yep, on the Today Show with Meredith
Yes.
Vieira.
We all have $1 million waiting for us when we get out of jail, I'm sure. Comes out to about $50,000 a day, give or take.
Okay.
Not too bad for the actual days she serves. She's due to get out, I think, on Monday or Tuesday. We'll be ready for her. NBC. Not some crackpot little tabloid situation. NBC, the National Broadcasting Company. $1 million is what we're offering you.
Yep.
To be on what?
On the Today Show, and it's going to be with Meredith Vieira.
Had they ever offer anyone $1 million to be on the Today Show, to your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge.
Would you take 25 days in prison for $1 million? I think the answer is pretty clearly that anyone would.
You think?
So this is nice.
Should probably get more. Start negotiating with other networks.
Found a way to reward her. No matter what was going to shake down here, she was going to get all the royal treatment that she feels she is deserving of. Wonderful. It's so irritating.
It's rewarding bad behavior.
Who the hell wouldn't do 25 days in the L.A. County jail for $1 million?
Especially in her situation. It's not like general population. I mean,
Exactly.
Right.
if I could do her situation, I'd do
Oh, yeah, easy.
$10.
She's got her iPod,
Yep, cell phone.
cell phone. Unbelievable.
I know. Apparently, they went straight to her dad, and he's the one who accepted the offer.
It's an accepted offer already?
Yep. And then, of course, they...
Because PBS is on the line, Terry. They want to offer a 1.5.
Oh, well, anybody that'll pay 1.5 can surely pay 1.7.
It's true.
Apparently, ABC is not happy about it because they just kind of figured that they would get it with Barbara Walters and her. And
All right, well, she could have gotten that bidding war. Steven's right. I mean, yeah, PBS would have even offered a 1.5, but she had to do a little guest spot with Big Bird, but that's fine.
Yeah, we would have had to pay for it through donations.
Right.
And get a stupid duffel bag
A
I'll
lot
never
of
use.
tote bags. They're not duffel bags.
I don't know what they are.
Little tote bags. It's really cute. Yes.
Carry your books.
Put some plastic cups and a couple of small bottles of alcohol in there, and
All
you
right.
go on a nice picnic.
Let's do it.
With your PBS tote bag.
I love picnics.
$1 million. My ass.
no.
It's ridiculous.
Man, this gets me madder every day. Paris freaking Hilton.
And there's no chance of her being violated in her most intimate areas either. You know, that's part of going to jail. So it's a
Part of
good
going
gig.
to jail is you're afraid to close your eyes
True.
because you never know what's going to be pressing up against you when you open them, Terry.
Right.
Don't
But you're
move.
better off not opening. She doesn't have any of that fear.
No.
Well, but she got a little rash, remember, from the blankets or whatever.
I was just talking to a guy I know who did a couple of days, Terry, not too long ago, over the past year, for pistol whipping someone. That's not really. Well, I mean,
Good thing he went to jail and did his time.
well,
right?
I shouldn't be too telling about who I hang out with, but he's a friend of mine, Terry.
Okay.
And he told me he was afraid to take his shoes off. He was that scared.
Wow.
And this is not a wussy guy, okay?
Obviously
He's a pretty
not.
tough guy.
Yeah.
And he told me he was scared. He's never been more scared than the few days he did in jail. Those are the stories he told me, Terry.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
a fun place.
think Paris Hilton's feeling the same thing.
No.
No, I don't think so.
What is Paris Hilton going to say that's worth even $1 on the Today Show? Not to mention $1 million. What is she going to say that we haven't heard on The Simple Life?
I don't know.
Or that we don't hear every day through reports of what's going on in jail.
Right.
They just want to go out of their way to make you feel like idiots out there, ladies and gentlemen. Stick it to you, the regular person who scratches and claws to make ends meet, to take care of your families or take care of your own damn self so you don't go into too deep a quarter-life crisis. And Paris Hilton gets handed $1 million upon her exiting of 25 days of jail, which she deserved every day of, and then some. And she gets rewarded. They go out of their way to irritate you as a regular person. That's what it comes down to, Terry.
Well, it's working.
As It's not working on me. I'm not affected, obviously.
It should have irritated people when she made $100,000 to appear at a club. That's when it started, but no one seemed to care back then. And that's just as ridiculous.
I don't know. That one, for some reason, was able to slip by me without it being that big a deal.
I mean, it makes sense, but it's still ridiculous.
$1 million for her to appear on the Today Show, which is supposed to be a news-oriented show,
Right.
and I guess this is somewhat of pseudo-news. But considering some of the more hardcore news that's going on today, the
Right.
Today Show is offering $1 million to interview her for, what, 10 minutes?
If even that, yeah.
My gosh.
If CBS can dumb down their news and tart it up, so can we.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So where's my anger coming from? Is it just outright jealousy? Is it just some other form of irritation? I just want to understand myself, Terry.
Well,
I want to make sure I get to the root of my irritations.
I don't know. Is everything okay?
I want to know what kind of cream to put on this.
Wow.
How do you diagnose the problem, doctor?
Doesn't gold.
Why am I so angry about hearing about this? Because they're laughing at the little guy out
Well,
there.
but you have to remember, we get suckered into it all the time. So we're the ones to blame.
They always say that. They always say, well, if people weren't so interested. Well, how do you not be interested when they're cramming it down your throat? What choice do we have not to be interested? They say, well, if you, the people, weren't so interested, what opportunity do we have to say anything about it? It's our fault. Oh, all right, then. I guess I can't complain anymore because I just have to blame myself.
It's the age-old question.
They talk you into that, too.
Well,
That's how stupid they want to make you feel. Well, this is what you want. You never asked me what I want.
I'd like to see Paris Hilton again, please.
So there you go.
Turns out we won.
There you
No,
go.
I'm
brainwashed by the media's excuses, Terry, for what they're serving you up. Well, this is what you want.
Well,
I never-
it's either this or all the craziness that's going over with the war and stuff like that, all the politics. What do you choose? You'd rather, look at Paris and bitch at her because you can't do anything about the war. Really, you can't do anything about Paris.
You're not mad at NBC. You don't feel like there should be
it's
some backlash
ridiculous.
against NBC for offering her $1 million after getting out of jail. I thought you're not supposed to profit from your jail time
Right.
situations. Isn't there some kind of Son of Sam law that you're not supposed to be able to profit from any crime that you commit?
While you're in, I think, might be the loophole.
I'm not so sure.
I thought it was while you were in as well.
Well, whatever.
But
Well,
they
she-
said they made the offer to her dad,
Son of
so
Sam
it's
and
not.
now
Maybe
they
that's
have to.
maybe that's the
Maybe
loophole
that's the
too.
loophole. Her dad. There's
So
a way
there's-
to pay people.
So there's always a way to get around it.
Sure.
The system is just a big joke.
Big joke.
But I'll be the first to sit down early to watch the Paris Hilton interview on
That's
NBC.
right.
Get
Let's
the
tape
popcorn
it.
ready, honey.
See how dumb she is now.
Well, she's found God, and she's
So it's
Yeah,
my
she
fault.
dropping the act.
Yes, that's right. She's dropping what act? The act of being stupid? She's always been brilliant deep inside. Just needed to rise to the surface, and through religion, she was able to find that inner intelligence.
They always find religion in prison.
Or else it finds you.
My name's religion.
You're gonna like me. $1 million.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people out there could use $1 million. A lot of people that are in jail right now that are due to get out soon could use $1 million. I don't see them getting their $1 million.
They're not interesting.
It's true.
Some of those people have made greater contributions to society than Paris Hilton. They're not getting their $1 million.
Right.
Not hard to make more contributions to the society of ours than Paris Hilton because she's done nothing. Man.
Oh, The Simple Life. It entertained us, right? Or it does.
I
That's
just want to
giving.
have sex with her.
Oh, is that it?
I don't know.
Is
I'm
that the
trying to
deep-rooted
Still, you would?
I'm
problem?
trying to figure out where all this anger comes from, Terry.
A little blanket rash doesn't turn you off a little bit?
Blanket.
I think it turns them on more, probably.
What, the fact she has herpes?
They said she had a blanket rash or something. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
A rash from her blanket.
Yeah, because it's too rough.
that's just the high society way of saying that the rich girl got herpes.
Yeah.
She had all that cream in her storage unit.
Yes, she did.
No one followed up on that.
Right.
They're going to give her $1 million to talk about that?
So, Paris, what about that?
What else? What else is going on? Irritate me even more.
All right,
Come
how about
on,
this?
get deeper under my skin.
Okay.
You can do it.
I'm sure I could. The View might replace Rosie with a gay man, apparently.
Smart move.
They are considering Mario Cantone. He's the guy who played Ross.
Ross.
Oh, well, there's Ross, and then
They couldn't get Rachel.
there's Charlotte.
Friends, yeah.
Sorry, there's two people. Mario Cantone,
Right.
and he's the guy who played Charlotte's friend on Sex and the City.
Got
and
it.
then there's Ross, the intern, who was just on Celebrity.
I don't know who these people are, Terry, but whoever they pick, it's going to be in a real tough spot. That's all I'm saying. So go gay guy and try to shake it up as far as some little novelty that may get people interested from some angle, and that might work out.
Well, they're going to guest host next month, so I guess you can choose. Who knows? We'll see who's a better fit.
Okay, I'm very excited to put my vote in. Yes.
Definitely give it a different twist.
I'm really excited that we live in such a democratic society that they want my vote on who belongs in the chair to replace Rosie on The View. How about outright cancellation of the program? Cut your losses. Cut and run. Move on. Call it a day.
Whoa.
Hang it up.
Put blank screen on during that time.
Might be more entertaining. I might be more apt to watch that, and the sponsors might be more happy. Anyway. So, okay, wow. He's the dude from Sex and the
Sex
City,
and
the
the
gay
City,
guy?
one of them, yeah.
I think
Charlotte's friend, and then the
remember
other.
seeing him. He's kind of a funny dude.
Yeah.
Short, right?
With the glasses, yeah.
Can't go wrong with a short, funny dude, Terry.
Right. And then the
To be
second.
mixing it up with the ladies on The View.
Right.
Mm-hmm. With,
then
his more feminine take on things than anyone.
then
Short,
the-
funny gay guy. That's gold.
Can't go wrong with the short, funny gay guy as part of your crew.
And then the second short, funny gay guy is the guy from Tonight Show.
So
Ross.
it seems like they're determined to go gay guy as a replacement for gay girl.
Yes.
All right.
Seems that way.
Wonderful.
I'll be filling out my resume.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Are you coming out?
It sounds like
It is Pride
Weekend, yeah.
This is Gay Pride Weekend?
Oh yeah.
Is that right? Why does it feel like it's always Gay Pride Weekend? Didn't we just have
Well,
a Gay
not
Pride?
for me.
Is it more than one time a year or what?
I don't think so.
But this is it.
I think they have different times in different places. But in San
This is a
Francisco,
big parade
yeah.
celebration in San Francisco and Seattle. Mm-hmm. That's probably why VTP went down to the Bay this year.
Oh, jeez. Have we heard word one from them or what?
I heard from Angel, and that's it. And I asked him where VTP was, and
Okay, Vinnie the Pooh is obviously not functional like usual after a rousing night out, doing whatever.
sounds like it.
All right, what else? What else?
It looks like the fans of Clay Aiken, also known as the Claymates, have inspired a Broadway musical.
Gay talk.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
You did that purposely, Terry?
No, well, it did kind of fit.
Okay. Oh, you don't know the half of it.
But only kind of.
This show is going to open up in New York next month, and it has been titled, at least not permanently, but for right now, Idol, the Musical.
And he's going to star in it?
It
They
doesn't...
can't figure out what to do with his career now, so they're giving him a Broadway musical.
Well, no, the Claymates, the fans.
The fans are going to have their own Broadway musical.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a part of it.
Does not look like it. Doesn't say it's starring Clay Aiken. Just says that the fans of American Idol Season 2 runner-up Clay Aiken have inspired a Broadway musical, and it opens up in New York next month.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Okay, call
It's
my
about
travel
a-
agent.
It's going to be awesome.
It's about a group of high school kids that are reunited or
That feels
united
so
by
good,
their
yes.
obsession over Clay.
Okay. 1-866-663-T-Man. Obviously, Terry is having trouble finding interesting stories this
I thought
morning.
that was kind of interesting.
Oh, okay. So we will depend a lot on your phone calls as we lead ourselves into the first weekend of a red-hot summer.
Yes.
So anything you want to talk about, as far as I'm concerned, is welcomed on this program. Anything that is on your mind, the number to call is a toll-free one, 1-866-663-T-Man. Relationship problems, summer-filled dilemmas, 1-866-663-T-Man. We will solve them all by the end of the day, back after these words.
The T-Man Show.
You wondering what I'm shaking in my right hand, Terry?
Is it
Now my left, now my right?
a letter of the day?
No, it's not a letter of the day. Does it look like a letter of the day?
Well,
No.
you're just shaking it, so I can't see.
All right, fine. This is, as far as I'm concerned, since you want to talk about the day, du jour, it is the story of the day. Now, my question to you is, were you prepared to find this for me yourself? Were you prepared to bring this to our attention as listeners? I'm a listener of yours, Terry. When you talk about the news you find of the day,
right.
I rely on you. I depend on you. I'm a listener of yours, just like any other listener out there. You have the discretion to search, hunt, find, track down all the interesting stories of the morning.
Right. And that's what I do. I go through all my little news sources and...
I have in my hand the story of the day, Terry. I have yet to have you bring it to my attention. It was brought to my attention. Pasty handed it to me during the break, Terry. And I'm fascinated by this story, and I'm wondering if you were prepared to find it, or we were going to go all morning without discussing this unbelievable story. Wow.
Well, again, all I can do, because I don't know what you found, is...
Oh, you want to know what I found, baby.
Right. Well, I mean, until I know what you found, I can't tell you whether or not I was going to find it, because, again, I just kind of go through my different news sources, find stories that I find interesting, that I think you might find interesting,
Oh, I see how
and
it
go
works.
from
Well,
there.
that's a fascinating little prospect. And you're only one woman, and you don't
I am.
You don't have a news staff, is what you're saying. You
Right.
You don't have a fleet of people helping you out in this situation.
Right.
You're one woman, one hunter.
I am.
And you can only do so much.
Right.
Okay. I think that makes some sense. Not really. So what you're saying is a lot of days we may be missing out on the best stories of the morning because you only have the ability to act as one person can and do what's reasonable in hunting through all your news wires and finding the best stories of the day.
Yes.
Well, it would have been a shame if we went all morning without discussing and talking about our points of view as it relates to this here story, Terry.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to give you a little time to find this story, and I'm not going to let you see what I have here. But I will tell you this. I won't go much longer without talking about this because this needs to be discussed. So as much as I'm dying to know whether you would have found this on your own, I'm not going to give you more than like a half hour or an hour because this is the story of the day, damn it.
So I have to read your mind as to figure out what story you found.
No, it involves vaginas. That's all I'll tell you.
All right.
All
Here, let me
right?
Google that.
See if you find it.
Yeah, don't put that word into Google. You'll have 6 billion pages come up.
And you'll never be able to go to another website without 6 more popping up that you don't want to see.
Exactly.
But I told you during the last segment that I was going to take phone calls here, and a lot of people have lined up wanting to discuss issues of the day. So let us start with Kenny. That'll give you a little time to do a little more hunting, Terry. But I want you to pay attention to Kenny and all the other callers at the same time. I know you're only one woman, but act as if you were 3.
What do I have to do? Anything?
No.
Okay.
Just get ready with the fart noise.
All right, I'm ready.
And she has to be in the chat room, too.
How'd I do?
She doesn't have to be in the chat room at all. As a matter of fact, I would like her to lose her dependency on the chat room a little bit. My
Well, hey,
gosh, she's
what's up,
addicted.
T-Man? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Kenny, yes. You're on the air. 1-866-663-T-Man. What's on your mind this morning, Kenny? On a
Man,
Friday.
T-Man, I got a girlfriend of 3 years now that we've been in, and we just bought a house in the end of December, and then I'm hearing all these stories and finding all these symptoms that she's messing around on me, and now I'm finding pictures online and with another guy that she went 4-by-ing or camping with. And
So wait a minute. Where are these pictures showing up online that you're finding?
off of a buddy that she has on her MySpace account. I looked on his.
So
his
you
page
go
or
on
whatever.
MySpace, hoping to just meet some new and interesting people.
Uh-oh.
And you can't help but accidentally bump into pictures through the network of friends that you have of your own girlfriend with another guy.
Buying and
on
stuff.
his homepage, pictures of her on
I
his
understand.
homepage.
Is that what you need in life, Terry? To have a serious girlfriend, have a significant other, and then as you're going about your innocent day of emailing some very interesting strangers, you run into pictures of your own true love.
Yeah.
In the arms of another person.
Not in the arms, but enough to
get Kenny
tell me
wondering.
exactly why I'm getting all these signs.
Well, you said they were like pictures of them camping. How much do you need? All right, they weren't in each other's arms, but they were eating s'mores together. What more do you need to know?
Cheap with a
no,
smile.
well, that was enough for me. I mean, that explains everything that I've been thinking and seeing for a while now, you know?
And you just bought a house with this woman.
Yeah, $172.5 grand.
Mm-hmm.
First house I ever bought or anything, and she pushed me into it.
So, is it the case that once a man and a woman buy a house together, she may get comfortable enough with him feeling like she's got him right where she wants him, that she can start doing things that she wouldn't have done when she's on her best behavior, Terry? Maybe he's allowed her to get a little too comfortable with him. Is that possible, Terry?
Well, it sounds like he's blaming her for
anything's
pushing
possible at
him
this
into
point.
the house.
Anything's possible.
Well, have you asked her about these pictures, Kenny? Have you addressed this with her?
Yeah, I confronted her immediately, and she says, "No, is it wrong?" She got really defensive, saying, "Is it wrong that I went 4-by-1 with a couple of friends?" And we took like a week separation where we were still together because she wanted to not see me for a week, and then that whole week she's out clubbing and dancing with other dudes and
best week of her life,
boyfriend.
So you guys were living together, but we're on a break for a week.
Well,
And
he-
do you wanna see each
that was
other?
her decision.
He doesn't
That
call
was
it a
her
break.
decision.
He doesn't call it a break because they agreed that they wouldn't see other people during that week.
Yeah, there was a very blunt mutual agreement, verbal, saying that you were not allowed to see any other guys or do anything. I will not see or do anything with any other girls.
She just needed a timeout, she said, from him. She was getting a little too much Kenny overload, Terry.
Yeah, basically.
And she wanted a week away from Kenny so she could come back appreciating Kenny more. And then she came back hating him even more than she thought.
Right.
That was the hope. That was the hope, you know.
When was this timeout week? Interesting little...
This timeout week was about the day after my birthday, May 26th.
Oh, well, now I know what that was.
Yeah.
Did you like our present?
All right, so your birthday was May 20-something, you said?
May 26th.
May 26th. So that was the week that you wanted the timeout week?
She wanted it the next day.
The next after your birthday?
Happy
Yeah,
birthday.
after she drank my alcohol and got drunk to where I couldn't even get drunk on my birthday.
Did you at least get a present from her? Did you get some kind of nice...
Oh, no.
You get any birthday
There's
sex
been
or something, or no?
Nothing for 4.5 months.
You haven't gotten anything for 4.5 months?
Nothing.
You haven't had sex with her for 4.5 months?
Nothing.
All right, Kenny, I don't think you need to stumble onto pictures on the internet to recognize there may be some problems in your
I
relationship.
just needed some closure, because she'll never admit it to me.
Now,
I don't know. I'm an emotional mess, T.
It sounds like you may be a little bit emotional right now, Kenny, and I can understand it to some degree because you've been going out with this girl for 3 years. You thought you were taking big steps, and you were, in buying a house together, and you thought that meant something, and what it meant was pretty much the opposite of what you thought it was going to mean. She got all of a sudden taking you for granted in her system, going there, and she seems like, Kenny, I don't think you need to be trying to put the dots together and read the tea leaves here. It seems pretty clear that you and her are pretty much done, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, we're done. It still hurts, man.
I think when she's wearing nothing but a bikini and a Von Dutch hat, sitting on a guy's lap holding a keg cup.
That tells me it's pretty much done.
Jeez.
Well, at least you could laugh about it, Kenny.
And you got the house, right?
I'm still trying to keep my chin up, I mean, life still goes on, even though it sucks.
Oh, that's nice. All right. Thanks for being so uplifting, Kenny. Yes.
I thought it was Friday, by the way.
Yes. So you're still living? Is she still living in your house or no?
Oh, yeah. I still got the house. I've got both of our dogs.
I know, but is she living in the house?
No, she hasn't lived there since the day she left on her weeks apart or whatever.
I'm only gone for a week, but the next thing you know...
She hasn't been there for about 2.5 weeks.
Isn't it pretty clear that she's broken up with you, or what?
Oh, yeah, but the whole time she was pulling me, like holding on to me. I don't want to break up. I don't want to break up. I still want you. We're going to get married in 3 years.
Don't you know, Kenny, that when women who've been going out with guys for 3 years feel like they want to break up with them, they don't tell them that because they're really scared about what's going to be out there for them, so they keep guys feeling like, so that they have them in the reserve tank, that if they try the single world and it doesn't work out, they've never made it clear that they wanted to break up in the first place, so they have that safety valve, fallback measure, that's who you are. Isn't that the spec?
I'm a full-time friend. That's all I've been for a while. Just a guy for her to come to after life is done during the day.
You allowed this to happen, Kenny.
I know. It doesn't
You're a
make me feel
freaking
too happy
doormat. Listen to the man. He's a verbal-sounding doormat, Terry.
I know.
Yeah.
He needs to get a little
Freaking
stronger
ripped my
there,
heart
dude.
out, man.
All right, she ripped his heart out, yes.
Hey, story.
Well, you have the weekend coming up to start your new heart going off on the right foot here. So is there any possibility you could forget about all this sorrow that you carry around with you, like a cloak around you, or can you muster up some kind of energy to have some kind of decent time this weekend, or what? Get the ball rolling? Maybe it'll pick up momentum before you know it as far as your new life, or what?
That's the hope. I mean, I'm just going day by day right now, It's not as easy as just saying it.
Is it Friday? Is it the first day of summer?
It is Friday, and yes, the first day of summer. Yes.
What am I hearing on the phone lines this morning?
Depression.
I'm hearing gloom and freaking doom.
I have a quick question though for him.
Pathetic,
I mean,
isn't it? God, I'm pathetic.
oh,
The fact that he's so willing to say that makes it even worse, Terry.
so what do we do? Come on, Kenny.
What do I do? I mean,
we
if
call-
we're already over. She's not in the house. She's not coming back.
The verbal
I'm keeping
agreement
the
is
dogs.
null and void.
Yes, Kenny, listen. You're still focused on her, though. You're still thinking
know.
as if you're a couple with her. She's not thinking as a couple with you. So move your freaking head on. If I need to call this bitch so you can get the closure that you so desperately need.
Oh no, I talked to her yesterday, and
Oh,
she
my
don't
God.
wake up till noon anyway. Well, I have
Call
to.
her.
I'm tied. The house I had bought, I'm tied into with her parents.
Listen.
Ooh.
Ow.
So I mean, it's kind of a touchy situation because I'm under her parents' credit, so I could get the loan for the house.
How realistically little can you think about her this weekend, Kenny? That's the question. How much this weekend can you go minute to minute without thinking about her? That's what you have to be working on. Is that
Yeah.
possible to get through an
Yeah.
hour? Can you get through an hour this weekend without thinking about her?
Maybe an hour.
We talked to her yesterday.
I don't want to keep thinking about her. Don't think I want to keep
Can
thinking
you
about her.
start doing other things to preoccupy yourself with the way your life actually is, whether you want to recognize it or not, as a single man right now, Kenny? Or are you going to be just as pathetic as it gets?
Well, I'm hoping not to be as pathetic as it gets, but
Too late!
You're there.
Indeed.
But she does have him right where she wants him. You're right. I mean, she's...
Forget about her. She's moved on.
I know she has,
She'd
but
probably
still
be the first to tell him that it's
he
time
hasn't.
to move on.
He hasn't.
She doesn't want him anywhere. She doesn't want him right where she wants him, as you're saying, Terry. She's done. She's over. Moved on.
But I guarantee you she could call him today and come back for whatever.
If she wanted to.
If she
no,
wanted to.
I can't take her back.
Right.
I can't take back.
If she said 4.5 months, I want to break the streak right now, Kenny. I want to come over right now and have sex with you like I've never had before. Would you say the door is wide open? Would you say no?
I said, what kind of bottles in your hand? What kind of bottles in your hand?
Yeah, I heard the first time wasn't funny then.
I can do it right now.
I would say the answer to that question is the door's wide open, Terry, because you have to take that offer. But that doesn't mean you don't move on.
Right.
All right?
And I agree with you on that. But I'm
Kenny's
wondering.
incapable of moving
Yes.
on as far as thoughts of him as an individual right now, Terry.
I understand. Right.
All his thoughts just go coinciding with her. She's not around. Hasn't been for a long time, Kenny. Stop being a friggin' loser. Is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible. It's just going to take time.
I thought at the beginning of his call, I have this girlfriend. All of a sudden this week, T-Man, I saw pictures of her on MySpace with another guy, and I'm questioning our relationship. Questioning your relationship, it's been over forever.
Yeah.
Forever!
6 months to a year, probably.
So
Well, that's why you got the talk show and I don't. You're better at this than me.
No, I'm giving it to you, Kenny. You need it more than me.
what kind
All
of
right,
closure
come on
is-
down here. Take
All
this
right, I'll
seat.
be there in 10 minutes.
All right, see
I
you
don't
later.
understand what he's looking for, though. With
I don't-
closure.
he doesn't know what he's looking for, Terry. Scott, anyone who's talking to me, I don't know who's talking to me. He doesn't know what he wants.
But it's
Yeah.
tough. I mean, she's stringing him along. So that's
She's not stringing him along.
A little bit.
That's his
Talking to him and-
interpretation of it. He should be able to identify that she's moved on, but she wants to keep him at an arm's length just as a security blanket. That's all he is for her. When she gets a little bit questioning her ability to be out there alone, she goes running for Kenny. Is that who he wants to be? Her little safety valve guy?
He loves her.
Her little doormat guy? Is that who Kenny is? A doormat guy? Her little bitch? Wow. Terry, I have tried for some time now to say very emphatically that I'm very, very concerned about the never-ending symptoms that hit me in the face of this plague that has swept the nation known as the pussification of men, Terry.
Right.
And I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle.
She ripped his heart out.
I'm putting in the effort. Can a man sound more defeated than that?
I know.
She killed Kenny.
That bastard. Have you found the story, Terry? We're so worked up with Kenny that you haven't even looked.
I haven't had a chance to look, to be quite honest with you,
You know what,
because I
kid?
was listening to Kenny, like, paying attention.
I'm not even going to keep you in suspense any longer, Terry.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to tell you the story right now.
Okay.
And take all the pressure off you, baby.
That would be nice because it's hard to read your mind and.
Oh,
search.
yes. I'm going to take all the pressure off you right now.
Oh, yes.
This is very important news.
All right.
Not really. Well, it kind of is. It's really interesting. There's a very well-known, renowned scientist, Terry, from back in the 1700s.
Okay.
A Swedish, yes. I believe he was a Swedish scientist from the 1700s that made many a discovery as it pertains to science that still exists today, Terry.
Meatballs with sweet and sour sauce? We're on to something.
Even bigger than that! Well, some of his old journals were newly released over the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
They were released to the public over the past couple of weeks. Things that he wrote down, that he documented centuries ago. That will allow us to know more about ourselves as people than we ever knew. You don't have a story like this, Terry? You don't know what I'm talking about?
Doesn't ring a bell.
What was the next story on your pile, just out of curiosity?
Actually, the next thing I was going to give you was the stat of the day.
Because I'll tell you, this guy made some discoveries about vaginas, Terry. That is unbelievable. But I want to hear your stat of the day, because that's
Stat
the news
of the day.
you were going to give us.
Yes.
No, your stat of the day is going to have to wait, Terry.
Oh.
This is vagina news, baby.
Okay. Any good news there, right?
Well, I don't know if it's good news. I don't know if it's bad news. I know it's news.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to decipher this news.
All right.
I don't think it's necessarily bad. But it certainly is surprising. Oh, you're going to be smacked in the face with some vagina surprises today, Terry.
Wow. Really?
This well-known, highly chronicled, renowned scientist named, what was his name? Carl Linus. Oh, I'm sure you know him well, Terry.
Sure.
Maybe you can Google him or Wikipedia him. Some of his new journals, actually old journals, newly released to the public, point out that one of the discoveries he made was that chubby women tend, according to science that he worked on, Terry, he was very worldly, very wide with his array of discoveries. In his research, chubby women had tighter situations than thinner women, Terry.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Not abs.
Generally speaking.
Definitely not.
Generally speaking, the chubbier a woman was, the more likely her vagine was to be a tighter situation.
Wow. Whoa.
Come on.
A tighter situation.
Don't discard the fat girl so quick, ladies and gentlemen. Or gentlemen.
Does he give
Or
reasons?
ladies, depending what you're into. Well, I think one of the quotes I see here is, Carl Linus points out in his documents newly released, the vagina in a woman does not become more ample when they are more sizable. More likely, a narrower vagina exists.
Whoa.
The thinner they are, the larger the vagina.
Wow, where's my peanut butter?
Terry wants to get bigger now.
Oh, time to tighten her up.
Maybe that's it. Maybe
That is
maybe it tightens up, and maybe it clogs up just like any other artery when you get thinner.
Wow.
The fat just surrounds it. Makes it
Maybe that's
thinner.
it.
That's interesting.
That is
So you said
very...
they were doing this in the 1700s?
Stephen, they had sex back then, yes.
Well, no, I know, but
and they
it
had
just seems
interest
like
in sex, and they had interest in the size of the woman's vagina pretty much the same way we do today.
Well, no, I understand that, but I didn't think they would study it. Seemed kind of odd.
You think it was just what, in the mid-1900s that people were like, I like a tighter vagina, perhaps over a wizard's sleeve.
Wizards.
I think they were able to identify that back.
How about you discover the new world, Jeez. I guess this is the new world.
They did in the 1400s, Stephen. You might want to look back
I
on
know,
your...
but it just seems like there's
You work
other
on
things that-
electricity or something. What the hell?
So...
I think the caveman days, they were even more interested in the cave woman that had the tighter situation than the oversized, sloppy cave woman.
Wow.
Good thing you wrote it down.
Which one you want to club and bring back to your cave?
Now, I'm sure with the food availability of the caveman days, there weren't too many huge women running around.
Right.
I told you to back off the elephant, honey. You're really gaining a lot of weight.
They didn't have the Lane Bryant line for cave women. All right?
So I guess this would be positive news for the bigger woman.
I would think that she feels a little bit better than she may. Not that she didn't feel good about herself a minute
Right.
ago, Terry.
Right.
But she feels even better about herself now.
She's looking at herself in the
I'll
mirror.
put my vagina up against any of you thin bitches.
Pretty much.
There's a lot of guys that are going to feel like scientists this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a lot of guys calling in now going, yeah, I know this really big woman with a real tight one, T-Man. I know what you're talking about.
Right. That's why I do.
All right, I'm up against a hard break here. But this is a story. This is breaking news from a renowned scientist that obviously cannot be disputed.
I did find a picture of him, by the way.
Unless, of course. Oh, you found this guy, right?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually a botanist.
Right. I bet he was. I'll bot your nest. 1-866-663-T-Man. Back with more talk about the size after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Right. The song's annoying. Please make it stop. I'm asking you. I'm begging you. Come on. Right now. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, and that's not the song we need to play after just hearing from Kenny in the last segment. You know what I'm saying, Teddy? Yes. Can I call you Teddy?
Yeah.
Renowned scientist, the secret scrolls of Carl Linnaeus have been made public. And amongst some of his discoveries, it's been newly learned that he learned back in the 1700s that the chubbier a woman is, the more likely that you'll have a tighter, naughty crevice area. That's crazy? Terry, this is a brighter man than any of you or me or anyone that may be sitting in this room right now put together.
Oh, yeah, I know. All right.
He was a scientist. He was a botanist. He was an expert on the human mind.
He must have loved going to work every day.
He did it all.
Go to work, honey.
He wasn't some one-trick pony like most of us are these days. Well, there are a lot of big women on the line that want to confirm that this man is right, so we'll get to those calls in a matter of seconds. Yes. But let's go to the calls who have been waiting the longest. 1-866-663-T-Man. Jen is waiting on the line. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What can we do for you?
Well, I guess I just wanted to get some advice. I've been with my boyfriend for probably about a year and a half now.
Yes.
And, I don't know, I'm not worried that he's with me for my money, but I think maybe it might be an advantage for him to stick around.
Jen is concerned that her boyfriend may only be with her for her money. What man would be so despicable, Terry? How much you make, Jen? Okay, I'm in. How could any man be with a woman strictly for her? That's what Jen's paranoia has her concerned about, Terry. Year and a half of a relationship, and yet she's not convinced that he has feelings for her. He more likely, she wonders, has feelings for her bank account. What kind of money are we talking about here, Jen?
Well, I'm not like rich or anything, but my grandma died when I was 16 and left me her house, so I have a 3-story house or a 2-story house, 3-bedroom, and no payment or anything. And I just bought him a car, and I'm not like.
Wait, you just bought him a car? Did I hear you say you just bought him a car?
No, I didn't buy. I mean, I didn't buy him just a car. I mean, it's our car, but I have a car too, and he mainly drives it. He had like a car that was about breaking down, so it was time for us to buy a new car to make sure we both had reliable transportation.
How old are you?
I'm only 20.
So your grandma died 4 years ago, and she left you a house and a lot of other. She left you a couple of dollars to go along with the house, or what?
No, she just left me the house.
Just the
I'm
house.
20 and I work as an accountant, so I'm.
So not only do you have the house that Grandma left behind, but you also are doing well for yourself in your business.
I'm doing okay. I'm an accountant.
No rent, no mortgage. That's got to help.
Yeah, that is.
It's all profit when it comes to your income because you have no payments to make on your home, maybe a couple of bills, but not nearly as much as the average person, so you're able to sock away a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely.
I see. So he's probably enamored with your ability to not only take care of yourself, but take care of the man in your life, and he's making sure that man is him. That's what your concern is. You're wondering if you were the average 20-year-old with the average 20-year-old's net worth, would he be as excited to see you on a regular basis?
And we have a great relationship. It's not like there's any problems in our relationship, but I was just thinking maybe like he wouldn't have such of an advantage of staying with me if I didn't have the money.
Yes. Well, the most important question that I think must be asked now is, what do you look like?
Well, I have a MySpace if you want to look on my MySpace.
Well, first I want you to describe yourself. Then we'll confirm your descriptions with your MySpace pictures, yes.
I'm about 5'1.5", 5'2".
Oh, yeah.
I'm a quarter Asian, so I'm mostly white, but I'm pretty tan. I'm pretty athletic, and I don't know, I weigh about 135, 140.
Quarter Asian, 5'2", 140. Mm-hmm. On the tighter vagina side, Tara, at least tightening up to some small degree, yes.
Yeah, I have a quick question.
So he'd probably appreciate that to go along with her cash that she has lying around, Terry.
Right. But he works
I'm
as
not
well,
saying,
doesn't
by
he?
any means I'm rich or anything.
Is he some deadbeat that doesn't work, Terry wants to know, or is he pulling his own weight? Does he have an ability to stand on his own 2 feet?
I mean, he has a job. He works at a warehouse, and he pulls in like $400 a week, so he makes enough money to be able to pay his own bills, but probably not live on his own or anything.
How old is he?
He's turning 19 on Thursday.
Have you ever bluntly asked him what his level of appreciation, his level of love would be for you if you didn't have as much going for you in the dollar department as you have? Did you ever ask him that question point blank or no?
Well, I've never blatantly asked him that question, but I've asked him, like, are you serious about the relationship and, like, the way that you want to be with me long term? Like, this isn't just a thing, like, you're with me just for the ride type of a thing. And he's like, no, I love
Everybody needs
you
something to worry about. You know, Terry, everybody needs something to make sure that they can't have a perfect moment in life. Mm-hmm. She has a boyfriend who probably isn't really putting up much of a sign or an indication that he's any different than any way a 19-year-old boyfriend treats his 20-year-old girlfriend, and yet she's got to find something to worry about. All right, why would you be more concerned if he, yeah, I'm sure he doesn't hate the fact that you have some money. I'm sure that isn't absolutely a nauseating thought to him. But why should that bother you any more than the woman out there who's really hot and the guy who's with her is really turned on by the fact that he's got a really hot girlfriend? And you actually did more to get yourself where you are as far as becoming an accountant and earning the money that has helped you along in your financial status situation than a girl that just got inherited looks. Why is this bothering you? Even if he is kind of into the fact that you have some money, why is that an issue?
It's not, like, bothering me, but we're starting to get
Obviously it is. You've been sitting on hold a half hour wanting us to answer these questions for you. Hello?
Yeah?
Oh.
It bothers me, but it doesn't. We're just starting...
You just can't have things be good enough in your relationship. You have to rock the boat, don't you?
Well, maybe here's something. In past relationships, have you had the guy in that relationship kind of take advantage of you in a financial situation?
Well, that's the thing. I've already been married and divorced, so the only reason why I'm concerned about it is that we're getting more serious and possibly thinking about getting married in the next 3 or 4 years. I'm just worried if I stay with him, like, I want to make sure everything's okay if I'm going to commit myself.
You've already been married and divorced once, and you're worried if his interests in you are more from a money level than a love level? You better be on your best behavior with any guy you're with.
Yeah.
Because any girl who's been through the marriage mill at age 20 isn't the most desirable woman in the world. I'm sorry.
This is not what your grandma wanted that house used for.
Well, I don't agree with that, but that's okay.
Oh, you don't agree with that? You think a guy is going to be as equally into a woman who's already been married and divorced by age 20 than the average 20-year-old that hasn't been married and divorced? You think you have no stigma attached to who you are as a married and divorced 20-year-old than any other 20-year-old?
No, I don't believe so. I was in a relationship for like 3.5 years before I married him. I married him when I was 18, and I had been best friends with him all of my life, and we'd been together for a long time. And
all right, well, whatever. You may be blind, honey, but the reality is anybody who's around your age, 19, 20, or any age for that matter, who hears the fact that you've already been married and divorced is going to be a little bit on guard and creeped out to some level because that's your situation. All right? Now, I'm not saying it's a deal breaker.
And he cheated on me. Why wouldn't I divorce him? It'd be stupid to stay with him.
Hey, I'm not saying you were certainly within your right to move on with your life because you married the wrong guy. You shouldn't have gotten married at whatever age you got married at anyway. I'm not questioning why you got divorced. I'm just telling you the reality. Don't be dumb. Okay? Don't be naive, because I know you're neither. So don't convince yourself that you're right about this. Talk yourself into it. Trust me. You're at a disadvantage. When guys hear that you've already been married and divorced at age 20, they're going to get creeped out on some level about that. Not that it's a deal breaker, but it puts you in a different category as far as the way they perceive you. And if you don't believe that, then you're lying to yourself. Now, back to her question.
Never had a problem with it before, so I guess it may be a way to look at it.
Blah. You've been with the same guy a year and a half. You haven't been looking that much. All right? I'm just saying, you may not be so. Don't be so quick to shoo guys away, because you may find that the reception you get from new guys may not be as arm-opening, welcoming as you may want him to be. Not that that should discourage you from breaking up with the wrong guy. I'm just making sure you understand all the angles here. Before you do something, you're overthinking the situation with this guy. That's my instinct on your question to us, your original question. And I think you should just relax a little bit more. I think a lot of people out there should just relax a little bit more, starting with me.
Sounds like she's still kind of hanging on to the old relationship, some of the stuff that happened in that.
Everyone's got to rock the boat.
Right.
Why can't everyone just have a smooth sailing moment without causing problems and making waves for themselves?
I'm not causing problems. I just called with your opinion.
It's an uneasy feeling when things are too smooth, I guess, for some people.
They're ready for the next big crashing wave to come soaking into their boat.
Right.
So that's why they're talking about marriage in a few years.
The last thing you need is to get married again right now.
Two-star marriages. Wow.
Two-star marriages.
Either know who you're going out with after. If you've been going out with this guy a year and a half, then you don't know, if you don't have a good gut feeling on whether he's into you or into your money, well, then that's pretty sad. Now, as I said, he's not going to be hating the fact that you have money, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't love you for you. If you can't if you can't decide for yourself, if you need me to break it down for you, then you're in a big pot of trouble.
No, I don't need you to break it down for me. I was just wondering what your opinion is. I know he truly cares about me, and
My
I know
opinion is for you to relax.
And can I get $10 real quick?
Yeah, can you buy me a car?
Everyone's too stressed. And they make their own stress.
Most people do, you're right.
Jen, aren't you glad you called?
Jeez.
I'll take that as a yes. Okay.
I'll be registering this weekend.
Right. So you didn't want her MySpace?
Yeah, what happened with that?
I don't want her MySpace.
Oh, all right.
Leave it to our imagination sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Is there any last words you'd like to say now, Jen?
Nope. I just thank you for your opinion. That's all I was calling for.
Okay.
An opinion that I'm not going to use, but have a nice day.
She'd be best advised to use my advice and opinions, Terry. It's the only thing that'll give her a little bit of a happy day for the future, Terry. She's going to be all consumed with paranoid thoughts. Please. Now back to the big vaginas. 1-866-663-T-Man. Have you read about the scientist, Terry?
What happened to those?
I told you I did.
Apparently, they're all in the thin women.
I hear.
Carl Linnaeus apparently had them all shapes and sizes.
Let's do a little study of our own.
Ooh.
Keisha in Federal Way would like to chime in on this newly discovered scroll that apparently was in some buried treasure chest that they just, after 300 years, decided to read. Right. How do they have documents that they have not made public for 300 years, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, today's the day. Let's throw it out there. Big vaginas.
It's not a map to a treasure? About this?
Exactly.
What?
What's this in this box marked vagina?
But that is the story I have in front of me and the way it reads. Carl Linnaeus, who is a well-known scientist who still has a lot of his theories holding very strongly as true ways of life in this day and age. It was just recently discovered. There were some unread scrolls of his. And one of the more interesting little areas of the scrolls discuss his theories on how big women had smaller genitalia. Vaginas, to be more specific. We're talking in the medical sense here, yes. So it's a family show, but hey, this is the way it breaks down. And thinner women had one like, yay big.
Oh, how big?
Yay
I never say yay when I see it that big.
So those who are in the middle are kind of middle road, I guess, right?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Carl, Terry. You'd have to dig him up and ask him. Keisha, what'd you want to say?
I just want to say that I am a plus-size woman, and I have been told that I got some good ass pussy.
Oh, man alive. I can't believe she finished her sentence.
How the hell am I going to air that, Terry? I can't air that. Even though we'd like to have some first-hand knowledge of that ourselves.
Yeah. I'm shocked she went the whole way with it.
Wow, I am too. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So she's agreeing with the study. It seems
I
She is.
think she's
Well-
a fan of the study.
Okay, I'm just...
And she's claiming that her partners will definitely agree.
She's offering herself up as a visual aid to give you undeniable proof.
I'm ready.
So should
Anybody with the word quiche in their name, I like.
Undeniable proof, yes, Terry. Just going to need to drink some 150 proof to get interested. 1-866-663-T-Man. There are certain things, according to the SEC, that are frowned upon as far as being aired. The way Keisha described her own sexual situation.
Yes.
And her own genitalia, Terry, was one of those kind of phrases that really can't make it onto the airwaves, unfortunately. I don't know why that should be, Terry.
Yeah.
Sounding medical to me.
Very medical.
See her MySpace, tell you that.
Oh.
1-866-663-T-Man. Let me go to C in Concord. Yes, C.
Hello.
Is this C?
Yes, this is C.
How are you, C?
I'm fine.
What can I do for you?
Talking about large or tight or large women, big vaginas, or small vaginas.
Easy now. Yeah. I know what we're talking about. You don't have to recap the show. Yes.
The study. She said the study.
I've been a big woman all
As it pertains to the study, Mr. T-Man, I have a comment.
There
Maybe
you
the
go.
way you want to phrase this.
Hello?
Yes.
Can I
C.
speak now?
Go ahead.
Okay, I've been a large woman for most of my life.
All the big ladies are inspired to call in this morning, Terry.
It's easier than marching.
It's my day in the sun, and I'm ready for the summer.
Yes.
Go ahead, C. What do you want to say about your experiences in being a big woman all your life?
Okay, I think it has a lot to do with a big woman all my life. Okay, so a lot of men, you are bad.
Oh,
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, a lot of men have told me that they prefer, the men that prefer larger women.
All right, so what you're basically going to say, if I'm going to be okay with interrupting you, C, is that you've known this all along. You didn't need them to dig up some scrolls from Carl Linnaeus. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right, Terry, but I'm his biggest fan.
Right.
Not really. You're saying that you knew everything that is being now documented in these medical journals as it pertains to his research. You knew it all along.
Well, it's not written in stone. Well, I guess it was, huh? But wait a minute. What I'm saying is, I think it has a lot to do with muscle tone.
Well, chubbier women would probably be less likely to have muscle tone than thinner women. Easy!
No, you're
Easy!
wrong.
Don't get
You're
mad!
wrong.
All
You know
right.
why? 'Cause you got to carry that weight. Okay.
So it takes a nice undertone of muscularity to carry all that weight around.
Boy, is my vagina heavy. Oh,
That's right.
tired.
You know what? You know what? If you can bench press 200 pounds, okay. That if you're a 200-pound woman and have to bench press 200 pounds, you can be able to lift yourself up that toilet.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
at the core, the foundation of every really chubby woman, Terry, is a real solid structure of muscle.
You bench press on the toilet?
Wow.
Gotta kill two birds with one stone.
Yes.
And because of that, according to our new friend C in Concord here, Terry,
Yes.
it makes sense to her that the chubby women would have the tighter machines.
Gotta hold it all in, honey.
Okay, so you're a VJ. You'd put it up against any thin woman's as far as a level of tautness. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I appreciate you. Contributing to the show this morning. See. Take care.
I don't know if I buy that one or not.
She's gonna be whistling all day long, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
That's a happy woman today. Now.
Yep.
See, and why? Because I found a news story.
You did.
Sorry, we missed out on Terry's stat of the day.
Yeah.
I'm sure your stat of the day would have made C just as happy.
Sure.
What is your stat of the day, by the way, Terry?
Well, my stat of the day
Terry
is...
Free. Stat of the day.
Thanks, Stephen. 25% of people say they're planning on faking a sick day this summer.
This summer?
Yes. 25% of people say that they're going to plan a sick day this summer.
Well, they're going to fake a sick day. There's a difference between plan a sick day. Oh,
plan to fake a sick day.
All right.
Yes. And I actually,
one day?
Well, a sick day, sure. And then
I'm lucky I have 6 weeks vacation around here, Terry. It'd be sick days galore.
And then I actually have a double stat of the day.
Well, I'm still digesting your first stat of the day, if you don't mind, Terry.
All right.
Seems rather low from both standpoints that only 25% of people are planning to fake a sick day this summer, and that it's only one sick day. Seems low that it's only 25%, and it also seems low that it's only going to be one day. It should be 93% of people out there plan on faking 9 sick days this summer. That seems more accurate.
Maybe that's where the other 75% are. More than one day.
Summers are where sick days are really the most valuable, Terry. I mean, you got like what? Sunshine?
Sure.
You got like shiny, shimmering lakes to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to enjoy that from the vantage point of your cubicle that has no window to be found anywhere near it, right?
True. All that true.
All right.
Not a concert.
It's tougher to pull off in the summer, though. I mean,
yeah, because
the winter it's easier to pull off a sick day.
Sometimes your best, summer concerts are on a Wednesday night. Heaven knows you're not making it to work on Thursday.
Right.
So what kind of stat of the day is that, Terry?
But again, maybe the reason why it seems low or whatever is that, like Hotshot said, it is a little bit harder to pull off because your employer is a little bit more aware.
How hard is it to pull off an 8 a.m. phone call saying, can't make it?
That voice.
Not feeling good. What I'm really trying to say is...
Are you ready for the summer? Are you ready for the sunshine?
You know I am. Sick days galore.
Are you ready for the birds and bees? The apple trees and a whole lot of fooling around.
How are you going to get a whole lot of fooling around done, Terry, if you're not taking sick days?
How does that song not put you in a good mood?
Yes.
And it's Tuesday, so I'm going to be out the rest of the week, too.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because you can't take off a sick day like on a Thursday and then come in Friday.
I mean, geez, come on.
That just blows your whole scheme to smithereens. They're like, oh, who gets sick for one day?
Unless you're trying to validate it or something like that.
How would that validate? If you're trying to validate that you were sick, you would take off Thursday and Friday.
Well, he must have been really sick yesterday, but he's a trooper and he's coming back on Friday.
At my wife's job, if you take a day off before the weekend, they check up on you.
If you see someone who took off a Thursday and they're in on Friday, you're not thinking, what a trooper. You're thinking, what a faker. All right? All right. Okay, where do we go with next here? Who do we go to next? Let's go to Janine. Janine in Oakland. Yes, Janine.
For my second stat of the day.
Oh, your second stat of the day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is there a Janine there? Is that your name,
Yes.
Janine?
Hello?
Yes, Janine.
Yeah, I'm calling from Oakland, though, not Millbrae.
What did I say? I said Oakland, right?
I think you said
I
Oakland.
thought you said
Okay.
Oakland as well.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Janine.
Oh, I'm just calling in regards to the whole, small vagina, big
geez.
vagina thing.
Yes. Are you one of the thicker women that are calling in right now?
Well,
That's things are so chubby, her ears can't hear well. There's too much chubbiness there. You heard Millbrae instead of Oakland.
Yeah.
To try using your meal brain.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to say about this, Janine?
I'm African American, 170 pounds. I'm 5'7", and I've been with my boyfriend.
747?
Yes.
I've been with my boyfriend for 6 months now, and he says that every time we have sex, it feels like he's having sex with a virgin.
Oh, whatever. You know, sometimes guys just say things to make sure that you can invite them back for more.
No, he's telling the truth.
Right, of course you want to believe that he's telling the truth. Yes.
Has he always...
Virgin skills, maybe.
Oh, wow.
But as far as virgin tightness, I'm not so sure that's the reality, even though it may be the words coming out of his mouth.
Well, he's even said that just looking at it, that...
All right.
Just looking.
Okay.
You know, I've been noticing, honey.
Let me get my eyepiece out again, but at last glance...
Look at the clarity. Quality.
Let me put the high-def camera up to that situation, but yeah, there it is. Confirmation. That is a Virgin's VJ every time. Every time, Terry. See what I started here?
Justifying a lot of guys this weekend having sex with big women and feel a lot better about
Like
themselves.
they needed justification. I've created chubby monsters.
You have.
Yeah, right in my pants.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
Who's next? Who's next? Bill in Seattle. Go ahead, Billy.
Hey, what up, man?
What's up, man?
Shit, what's going on? Oh, sorry.
All right, well, you know, he's already cursing.
Already.
He's already cursing?
Right off the bat.
Thank you, Bill. I know it was an accident, but I have to move on. Let me go to Angel in Gig Harbor. What do you got, Angel?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just calling to say hi to everybody, but I also had a question.
All right, go ahead. It's Friday. We usually don't like to take too many questions on a Friday, but we'll make an exception for you, Angel. Go ahead.
Quick. I've been with my husband 13 years, and I just got a new job, and so his birthday is tomorrow, and I didn't know what to get him because money's kind of tight.
All right, let me see if I'm hearing it correctly. You said you've been with your husband 13 years? You've been married 13 years, or you've been with him 13 years? I guess any real difference at this point.
Married.
You've been married for 13 years?
Yes.
And it's your husband's birthday this weekend?
Yes.
And you haven't gotten him anything yet?
No.
And you want to know what to get him?
Yes.
A divorce lawyer!
Oh, now stop.
Happy birthday.
Just what I wanted. Yeah!
Jeez, you guys are wrong.
How did you know?
He's too good for that.
He's too good for that, yes. What do you get the guy who has everything, Terry? He has a wife that's been with him 13 years, and they're happy. I would assume that you two are very happy. Is that right?
Extremely happy.
Extremely. Wow.
That's great. You know that?
It's so weird to hear,
I know,
actually.
but that is wonderful. And I'm
13 years and still really happy.
No,
applauding
not really happy. Extremely.
Yeah.
Extremely is a
it's
more
like
emphatic.
above.
It's more emphatic word than really happy.
I'm really
You're
happy.
extremely happy.
I don't even know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What's the definition of extremely happy?
Means never having an issue with infidelity, never having an issue getting along, knowing when to shut up.
Never having an issue getting along.
Yes.
It's like, how do you make it to a week of marriage without having an issue getting along?
And
But that
infidelity,
is
too.
really good. That's great.
Has he been over in Iraq the past 12 years, or
Say that again?
they never brought him home from the what was the war in Iraq back in the
Persian Gulf.
90s?
The Persian Gulf, yeah.
Desert Storm. They just left him there. Hey,
Well, let's believe that it's just truly what it is. They're extremely
No,
happy.
it really is. Trust me, I brought him a long way.
She brought
Brought
him
him.
along.
That's the key. He's a beaten man. Beaten soul. Sits in the corner.
Now we get it.
Yeah.
Now we get it. It's a man who's been molded to be exactly the little, I hate to say it, Terry, the little pet that she always wanted.
Oh, come on now.
She's taught him to roll over. She's taught him to play dead.
Love each other.
You love each other. Okay, well,
That's
your question
wonderful. Yeah, that's
your
special.
question wasn't for us to analyze your relationship, your marriage. Your question was what to get her husband after 13 years of an extremely happy marriage, Terry.
Wow. No new hobbies he's taken up or anything like
Well, like I said, I just started a new job, so my money's kind of tight.
What about your man?
Yeah. Your money must be overweight.
that. You guys.
She started a new job, so that's going to put maybe a new bit of stress on their marriage that hasn't existed for the past 13 years, Terry.
Right.
Terry, you're older than anyone here.
Yeah, old as
You
it is.
have a husband. None of us
Yeah.
here have a husband.
Oh, yeah. Don't
You're
speak
maybe,
so soon.
what I'm getting at is you may be more qualified to answer this. What you get, this man of hers that she's been married to and loving every second of it.
I would all depend upon what he likes. I guess I always try and find new little gadgets or things that he may be interested in.
Oh, so guys just like gadgets.
Well, or
A couple of flashing lights.
Yes.
A few extra,
Yes.
few extra buttons.
Pretty much.
Just hit the buzzer all day long. It's fun.
Oh, wait, I actually do that, but
Yeah. It is very true.
Tight budget because he's going to be 40.
He's
Oh,
gonna be
wow, this is a big birthday.
how much money you have to spend?
$60.
$60.
Why don't you have a bunch of friends and family over, have a nice little surprise party, have a
how
little
the hell are you going to feed him on
cookout?
$60?
Everybody
bag of chips.
brings.
Take him in the Olive Garden.
Wow.
There you go. Works every time.
Happy family here.
Mm-hmm. Take him to the Olive Garden and wear just a nice rain trench coat situation with nothing underneath.
Uh-oh.
And make sure you get lots of extra salad.
Shove it all in your backpack on the way out. The breadsticks, too.
Extra salad.
It's bottomless salad.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
But it's, the fact that somebody would actually order more than one salad is preposterous to Steve.
Because there's just too much
how
stuff
about
in
extra
it.
breadsticks?
Okay. Well, Angel, you're a credit to us all, so
Yes,
we're not worried about you or your husband. We have other people on the line that are waiting that we have to worry about. All right? All
Good
right.
job
Life
on your
sounds good. I mean,
extremely
we-
happy marriage.
Yeah,
in
things are
13
going
years.
well.
That's great.
It's a refreshing little call
Yes,
here,
it
Jay.
It is. It is. That's wonderful.
And if we think of ways to best spend your $60, keep listening. We may offer them up some ideas later in the program. But right now, I'm still at a loss of hearing about a woman who's been married 13 years and extremely happy.
Happy.
My gosh. What kind of creature are you?
They get along. Nobody's cheating.
Yeah, well, you heard what she said.
I know.
She's got him molded.
Yeah.
He's just bottom high.
Broken soul walking around like a zombie.
The T-Man Show.
Sean in Woodinville, you're on the air.
Yeah.
How you doing,
What's up, man?
Shawnee? What do you got?
Well, I know why fat girls are
Oh,
tighter than skinny girls.
Oh, man.
All right.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Well, you got to think about it. Do you see very many fat girls with guys?
Aha. So you're going to go with the angle that they're not getting as much. Is that right? And that's why
Exactly
they're
where I'm
able to
going.
stay tight. And this man in the 1700s, who it's just recently been made aware to the world that his theories way back when were that chubbier women were on the narrower side when it came to their VJs, Terry, or the tighter side. He didn't write in the scrolls that the reason was that even back then they weren't getting as much.
Well, also,
I think
Yeah,
that's
back then,
wrong.
Guys
They
liked
loved
them
them.
back then.
Yeah, that's why they liked them.
But is there...
Mary said she found a picture, right?
Picture of the scientist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
And what did he look like? Was is he?
Oh, he was hot, right there.
Yeah.
Looked like a guy
Gee,
from
a
the
guy, yeah, from
1700s.
the 1700s, he was hot.
Fruity ass wig
Oh, yeah?
on.
Oh, geez.
Well, then you got to think of why is he sleeping with fat girls?
Doing research.
But it's not necessarily him sleeping with him. He's just...
It was all of the,
It's not just research.
all for the sake of research, which reminds me, Terry, we should probably have a couple of specimens ourselves come down here.
Wow. Do
Put 'em
your
to
own
the-
little research.
The white glove test.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Paid off for him. He lived till he was 71. That day and age. That's
So is there
pretty good.
medical proof that the more you do it, the bigger it gets? There's no medical proof.
Oh, yeah,
of that,
There's
right?
no proof of that.
Yeah, of course there is. Bill, it's basic common sense. Bill and Burien.
You're doing the research now. They'll find your scrolls.
Hey, what's up?
Well, if you were to put any object into a narrow space that had the ability to stretch, the chances are the more you put that object in, especially with the more force you put it in with, it's going to stretch.
But there's elasticity that brings it back.
Well, the elasticity will wear and tear over time.
All right.
You're on the air, Bill.
Doesn't on my sweatpants.
Oh, jeez.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, what's going
Just
on?
get bigger with it. Yes, Bill.
Hey, so I'm sitting at my house the other night and I took a trip to Vegas about a month ago,
Yes.
and a big group of us, and we rented a house or whatever. So
You rented a house in Vegas?
yeah.
All right.
So the people that rented the house or whatever, we all just threw up on the house, so that way we could all stay. You know, they decided to have a party, and
All right, Bill, you got to talk faster or something because you're really wearing me out already. So what's the point of this?
the point is basically there was a party, and girls were flashing the camera and stuff, and I was taking pictures all night.
All right.
And so I'm sitting in my, I uploaded the pictures into my computer, just for my trip.
Well,
so,
where else are you going to put the pictures? All right, that's where pictures go these days, is your computer. So what's the
You
problem?
take pictures to keep them, right?
So is there a problem? Did your
My
employer...
roommate the other night goes to my girlfriend, he's like, oh, did you see those pictures from Vegas?
Oh, you have a girlfriend. I was worried if his employer found them, if his mom found them, who knows, got pissed off. His girlfriend found them, and he probably forgot to bring her with him to Vegas.
Oh, I knew I forgot something. Shaver? No. Undershirts, got those. Oh, girlfriend, every time.
Yes.
Empty seat next to me.
Can I buy one of those down there?
So your girlfriend didn't go with you to Vegas, and she had no idea of the goings-on in this house and this house party that you had down there.
Yeah, she
So
didn't
now
go, see, but I wasn't even dating her at the time.
Now, all right, so it was before you. So anything that was before a girlfriend.
I was talking to her about, like, we weren't, like,
So she
together.
saw the pictures of you and what you were doing down there, and she got pissed off. Is
Oh,
that it?
I wasn't even with any girls. I was just taking random pictures.
So why is she?
photographer.
Why are you even acknowledging the fact that she's getting all mad and bent out of shape? Why are you even letting it affect you? Ignore that woman who's getting all. First of all, she has no right to get mad because she wasn't even with him at the time. That should end the conversation right there when you point that out to her.
Yeah.
What happened? Well, what happened when you told her that? See,
She thinks they were together.
my
'cause he's-
roommate,
You know how many arguments between boyfriend and girlfriends can end so quickly with, that was before you. Mm-hmm. All right?
pretty much, yeah. So my roommate tells her,
Pretty much.
look on the computer, look at these pictures while I'm in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I get out of the shower, she starts asking about them. So I show her, she gets all pissed off, and she's been pissed off ever since.
She's been pissed off. When was this that she got pissed off? That she's been pissed off ever since? Last
She's
night?
just, like, pissed off that there was other girls or
I
whatever.
know, but when did you see these pictures? How long ago?
Oh, these were in, like, April.
Mm-hmm.
And I started dating her probably, like, the beginning of May, like for real, like with her.
All right, well, it sounds like your roommate is a dick.
Well, why would he tell her to look at
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
You're in the shower, and she's saying, hey, wait till you see these pictures of what your boyfriend did down in Vegas. Why would he do that?
I don't know. He's hating on me, man.
Totally.
Maybe he wants the girl. Maybe that's really what it is.
I mean,
know what
that'd
his
be
deal
just
is.
so
I would never
ridiculously
do that,
obvious that he
so
wants the
whatever.
girl that I don't think any guy would even stoop that low, Terry.
Or maybe he thinks no big deal.
All right, so she'll come around. If she doesn't come around, then you found out even more. Your roommate actually did you a favor. If she's going to be that ridiculously overworked up over seeing these pictures that were before her, then it's good you know that now. All right, Bill? So no worries. So no matter how this turns out, if she comes around, then you can hang out with her a little while longer. If she continues to stay mad, you can get a new one.
Yeah, go rent the house and be more than a photographer next time.
See, that's the thing about girlfriends, Bill. Can always get new ones.
Yeah, so if you forget him on the trip to Vegas, you can buy it down there.
Get a new one.
Jeez, that's nice.
Keep your receipt. Hopefully you won't have as tough as an exchange experience as I had earlier in the week.
Oh. Any word?
No word that I know
Whoa.
of. Mm-hmm. Well, they don't like ultimatums like that, I'm sure, Terry.
So that's how it's going to be.
That's how it's going to be, baby. Yes. We're still waiting.
By the way, I found the answer to his question.
They made a counteroffer, of course, but
Did
I'm
they?
not acknowledging that.
Oh.
Yes. What's that? The answer to whose question?
Well, about the size of
what?
Of the woman's.
The more it's used,
the more. Yeah.
Of course! I don't need to hear any follow-up on that. It stands to reason
Makes
that the
plenty of
more
sense.
it's used,
Yeah.
the more it's going to get stretched.
Well, actually, it says here. No, I'll read you what it says if you'd like.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Actually, I do, but I don't have the time.
All right.
So I don't care. Read it anyway.
Okay. The vagina
It's
is
going to be really nasty.
No,
I just have a feeling it's going to be
it's
really
actually
nasty.
very
Terry.
medical and informative.
Most medical things can be really
Well,
nasty. All right.
I don't think so. That this the one line I'm gonna
Pinworms, Terry?
No.
Or a medical condition.
But what I'm going to read you is not
You know
a
what
nasty.
pinworms are?
No.
They're worms in your ass.
Oh,
Whoa.
That's not good.
Medical condition. You want to hear about it, Terry?
That's why I eat so much. Wait, but I'd be skinny then. Never mind. I don't have.
Google pinworm, Stephen. Find out the medical science behind it.
Look at some pictures.
All right, here.
If you lose weight, I wish I had 'em.
This says
Not a tapeworm. It's totally different. I'm not talking about a tapeworm. I'm talking
Right,
about
no.
pinworms. They crawl around your ass crack.
You got to, like, use a flashlight at night to look at them?
Then they go hiding.
Ooh, bait for fishing.
Let me go down where it's dark here.
That's bad. How do you get that?
I don't know. I think it's just from being unclean or something, or eating. I don't know. Stephen will tell us.
Well, the pinworm fact sheet here. Pinworm, by the way, one word, if you're wondering. Here's your reference.
Okay, good. I'm going to put it on my license plate.
What does it say? Am I right? Is it worms that crawl around?
Pinworms are about the length of a staple and live in the rectum of humans.
The T-Man Show.
Paris Hilton today bombarded with buckets of fan mail that the jailed heiress is personally answering.
Yeah, do you believe that they showed all these video clips of Paris Hilton, them bringing her in, big crates of mail? I mean, it wouldn't be very difficult. I hate to sound cynical, Terry, but if her people were earning their paychecks as far as from a publicity standpoint, and that's what they're paid to do because she hires people like that, they would basically take the few letters that she's gotten and just stuff some other 100,000 envelopes and put them all together and make it look like, oh, look at all this mail Paris got. Wow. I have a hard time believing that hundreds of thousands of people out there have been writing Paris since she went into jail. All right?
Sure.
Even if it's hate mail.
Right.
I can't believe she's getting,
Hundreds and thousands.
in this day and age of email where nobody wants to write a letter and put it in an envelope and lick the envelope and put a stamp on it and stick it in the mailbox.
Right.
Because you forget, that's all required.
I know it is.
With snail mail.
Sounds boring.
No, I know.
They want people to believe that all those crates of mail were by young people out there that wrote letters, put them in envelopes, licked the envelope, found a stamp, licked the stamp, stuck it in the mailbox, put the flag up, and went about their day.
Put the flag.
Don't forget to put the flag up.
No, I know, because then you
Gotta put the flag up.
You have to put the
You
flag
ain't
up.
got no
Flag's
flag.
not up.
The mailman would be like, what's this in here? I wonder.
Tell what's going on in this mailbox. Do I take this? Do I leave it? Is this yesterday's mail?
Yeah, it's
What do I
confusing.
do?
Gotta put the flag up.
No, I understand.
That ain't happening. Even if you were to say, T-Man, it's probably a lot of hate mail, so that's why it's so much mail. No, I don't believe it. I think they're lying. They're creating an image of her popularity. It's all about the image, baby. Did she get mail? Yeah, a little bit. Did she get all the mail that they were showing you? Forget it. I wouldn't believe it until I read every last one.
It doesn't seem right, but then you look at YouTube and all the weird crap that's on there, and that's unfathomable, too.
Fine, people love to live on their computers. That's different.
But, I mean, Terry gave the address out over the air. I mean, you know, there's probably other people that did
Yeah,
that.
it's
and-
online. You can find
and
it
it's online.
She has a team of publicity people that are hired to take care of her image. They have to do something to earn their money. It's not hard to stuff envelopes and say, yeah, this is all for Paris. You guys love her. Please. Don't be so naive. No one's doing the snail mail thing.
And now days will soon turn into hours as the countdown to the end of her lockdown is in full swing.
Oh.
The LA Sheriff's Department's official website says Paris will leave the pokey Tuesday. And when she walks out, she may be walking into
another pokey.
Whoa.
Tuesday is her release date.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
She did 2 days of being in a real cell,
Right.
even though it was already a specialized situation where she was in solitary confinement. The past 20 days or 15 days or whatever it's been have not been anywhere near that situation.
Right.
She was given her iPod. She was allowed to walk about the grounds more than your typical prisoner. Her family members got to cut the line when they went to visit her, as opposed to all the other people in the same jail that had to wait 2 to 4 hours to see their family member.
I wonder if they actually brought her in special food.
It's been a non-stop disgrace. Now she's going to get $1 million offer from NBC to do a 10-minute, 5-minute interview on the Today Show upon her release. We should all have such hardships.
Right.
When times are bad, they're really bad for Paris, aren't they?
Paris Hilton today bombarded with buckets of fan mail that the jailed heiress is personally answering. And now days will...
I need to be out in L.A. at times like this, Terry. I'm telling you. I would set the record so damn straight. I would not allow them to just influence you the way they are with these lies.
will soon turn into hours as the countdown to the end of her lockdown is in full swing.
That'd be Paris' worst enemy because she needs one, Terry. She's being treated too. People are too just coddling with this woman.
Right.
And it's annoying. It's agitating.
And she'd come to you and say, "What's wrong? Why don't you like me?"
And she'd offer to have sex with me to
Yes.
stop, and I would do it, and I would
Yes.
be the biggest fan.
Right.
I would absolutely sacrifice my principles.
Right.
No doubt about it. But then I'd realize she's really thin and she's got a really huge VJ.
Oh,
I'd be like,
wow.
back on trashing you, telling people the real story.
The LA Sheriff's Department's official website says Paris will leave the pokey Tuesday. And when she walks out, she may be walking into one of the biggest paydays of her career. Word on the street is that NBC has ponied up a cool $1 million to land Paris's first interview, said to be with the Today Show's Meredith Vieira.
There's not a backlash after hearing this news by the public against NBC, Terry? Well, there has been for the past 20 years. No one's watching their programs.
Maybe this is their big get. Yes.
People aren't just annoyed with the fact that they're offering a woman to talk about her crime, $1 million upon her release from jail. $1 million for doing what? For a 5-minute interview with a brain that has nothing to offer? They're offering her $1 million? A lot of people out there that know someone that is getting out of jail pretty soon that could use $1 million, Terry. Why does Paris deserve it?
She's America's sweetheart.
Yeah.
No comment from NBC. Let's see, $1 million divided by 23 days behind bars.
All right, I don't want to hear this guy doing math.
Whoa.
Please. What else is going on? Then I'm going to get back to the phones, Terry. We are inside the final hour of a Friday morning program.
Well, I have a couple of things, knowing that, like you said, it is Friday.
First full day of summer.
Are you ready for the summer?
Ow.
Are you ready for the sunshine? Are you ready for the birds and bees, the apple trees, and a whole lot of food?
This is on Paris' iPod right now. This is what she's playing right now on her iPod, Terry.
She's
Bobbing her head back and forth.
Keep her spirits up.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, there's a couple things
That'll
that
make you want to slash your wrist. Yeah, go ahead.
that I could share with you. Again, I still have the information regarding the size of the woman's,
Terry, I think
whether or not it gets bigger with more
Of
regularity.
course it does.
Again.
What the hell are we discussing? I already told you. It's just basic science.
I was going to give
Move
you the
on.
reason.
Move
'cause it
on.
says no.
On.
All right.
Next.
And then, and granted, yes, it's Friday, and that was a lovely song because it is the first day of summer, and we're trying to be all positive. But for some reason, I keep finding stories like this. A Lake Stevens baby died after a pacifier was taped to his face.
Keep finding negative stories?
Yeah.
Even though you're trying to keep it upbeat for a Friday?
Trying to keep it
Some
upbeat.
mom out there or some grandmother or who?
A mother.
Some
20-year-old mother.
20-year-old mother, yes.
Yes.
Taped a pacifier to her
4-month-old son's mouth.
face.
Yes, because she claims that she didn't want it to keep falling out.
I could understand the philosophy behind it. However, perhaps now we know that there's a reason that babies spit out pacifiers sometimes. Right. Maybe it's sometimes to get a little bit of air when their nose is maybe a little stuffed. I'm sure she'll have a $1 million interview offer upon her release from prison, Terry. Is she going to go to jail? Is she facing charges? I'm imagining
of course,
she is. Or what?
Yes. She's under investigation of first-degree manslaughter. She's in jail with bail set at a
manslaughter sounds right, because this wasn't premeditated murder by any stretch. And I'm sure everyone's opinion, this is a woman who's just pretty dumb, who didn't mean to kill her child, and probably is upset that she killed her child, but you don't tape a pacifier to a baby's mouth.
No, you don't. And
you didn't think of something that no one else before you thought of.
Right.
Well, I got an idea. A little Scotch tape will do the trick. Well, it did the trick all right. Good job. That is a very sad story, Terry.
Yes, it is.
Who are these people out there? Let's find out. 1-866-663-10. T-Man is the number to call. Who's next? Let's see. Who's been waiting forever here? I'll just go with... let me go with Stephanie in Livermore. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi, T-Man.
Hey, baby.
I have a question for you.
Yes, I hear a baby in the background. You want to take the Scotch tape off the pacifier, or is everything all right there?
No.
Was it Scotch tape? Was it nice?
Just says tape. It doesn't give me
He's
the
a good
description.
baby. I would
think
never
Scotch
do that.
would do it. I'd pick something else.
Yeah.
You might need a little more industrial kind of tape, or a little bit of a little masking tape at minimum.
Maybe.
Yeah, minimum.
That's horrible.
That's a sad story, no matter how you slice it. Yes, go ahead, Stephanie. Let me see that story, Terry.
My husband, he works in Tracy, and I pick him up every night.
Yes.
I want to look sexy for him. How can I do that when I pick him up from work?
You want ideas of how tonight, or just in general on a particular night to look sexy for your husband when you pick him up? Is it tonight in particular you want to look extra sexy?
Yeah.
Or you didn't say extra sexy, you just said sexy.
Yeah, there's no extra in
Hey,
it.
we don't work miracles here.
So like the lingerie type sexy.
Right. Well, yeah, the lingerie idea is a good one. Just have your hot neighbor wearing it.
Whoa, now.
When he gets picked up tonight. That would be sexy.
Is there a special occasion, or you just want to do it to
Every
surprise him?
neighborhood has the hot neighbor, Terry. You really want to dazzle your husband?
You have a hot neighbor,
Send her to pick him up. Of course we have hot neighbors. I haven't found them yet. No, they're all hot, Terry. We have a lot of nice-looking people in our neighborhood. Yes.
I have a hot neighbor. You're right.
But you don't like that idea. You want to go pick up your husband. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. And she wants the right outfit to pick him up in tonight that'll start the weekend evening festivities off with a big bang.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, if you look overly sexy and he can't wait to get you home, is that something you're open to? Like, let's say you pick him up and you're looking exactly the way you were hoping, and he just can't resist exactly what's... Well, you're his wife, so what's the possibilities of this?
Wow.
All right, let's say,
no.
let's say he can't resist you, hypothetically speaking, and he must tear you apart right where you are, either inside the car, on the car, beside the car, in the alley, right then and there. Is that something you're open to, yes or no?
Yes, definitely.
So you are willing to look that sexy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Oh, jeez. Wow, Terry, thanks for your thoughts. Terry?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have my space too. No.
She has some MySpace she wants to offer us, yes.
Okay.
So we can dress her up online.
Oh, wow. Maybe they should add that.
Mm-hmm. We could play Mr. Potato Head with her, perhaps, Terry. With her pictures. And try on different outfits on her pictures.
That's funny.
What kind of body are we working with here, Stephanie? We want to describe what the canvas is like that we're going to delve into here? What do we got?
I forget how the hourglass shape.
You have the hourglass shape.
Yes.
Is that a full-figured hourglass shape or the thinner side hourglass?
Oh, the full figure.
The full-figured hourglass.
Yes.
Takes a lot of sand to fill up that glass, Terry.
So not the little thin one in categories.
Mm-hmm. It's not the boggle.
Okay.
It's not the... Yes. Okay, it's the nice... Like Days of Our Lives.
Oh, that one's huge.
That one never runs out of sand. All right.
All right.
So it's the thick woman, Terry, with a
Sure.
berry. She's very excited about calling, of course, this morning because underneath all the thickness, according to stuff we've been talking about, is a very tight situation.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen, tell her what to wear. Go ahead. Dress the woman up. It's Dress the Woman Up Friday. Dress the wife up. Stephen, what do you got?
Well, let's see. Do you have anything lacy?
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
A weird guy. Just hearing him speak.
About lacy stuff?
No, about anything.
Well, earlier you mentioned, the coat with nothing on underneath it when you went out to dinner. So you were giving advice of that nature. What about something like that?
Oh, jeez.
But the weird thing is, I don't want to get, like, if I get pulled over,
Well, you don't take off your coat.
Pulled over. It'd be the one time you ain't getting a ticket.
Just make sure I don't take off the coat till I get there.
Well, until he gets in the car.
You're setting yourself up for a situation where if you get all dressed up in a risque fashion, your husband's going to get in the car and be like, what are you doing?
What happened to your clothes?
Oh, man, like I needed this right now. You're trying so hard to look good, and I got to respond. I'm tired.
Especially with the kid in the car seat in the back.
Hot.
Not so hot. I'm just worried if maybe you're catching him after a hard day's work at the wrong moment with this idea. Is that something that we have to think about or no?
Not usually. He comes home happy.
Mm-hmm.
Comes home happy.
He likes his job a lot, actually.
Mm.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. That's weird. Anyway.
Whoa.
All right, just put on the bustier with no panties. You'll be fine, all right?
Oh, now.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll call you back on Monday.
Yeah,
tell
let
you
us
how
know how it goes. Yeah, we're very excited to hear. Mm-hmm.
Take pictures.
It's always when you're wearing that you get in an accident, though, or something.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's where you get buried. Anyhow, he's going to open the door and be like, oh, geez, what are you doing?
Oh, it's Halloween or something? Or...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hooker?
Are you?
Who told you to try to look all sexy? You're sexy enough.
But she doesn't want to just be enough.
When you try so hard, it's just so pathetic,
Oh,
honey.
jeez.
What if he tells you
Honey.
the truth like that?
Oh.
Oh, when you try so hard and you just go overboard like that, I just lose all interest.
But, honey, I just wanted to do something extra special for you today because I love you.
Oh, please.
Cut the lawn.
What?
That'll make me happy, trust me.
You want to make me happy? Hot meal. 2 words. Put a sexy dinner on the table.
Oh, I love you, meatloaf.
Mm-hmm. Put a little lacy meatloaf on the table. I'll be very excited.
Dress the meatloaf up in some lacy panties.
Instead of you pathetically trying to look hot when you know you can't pull it off.
Oh, honey, really? You don't want? You
If I
don't
wanted
think
someone
can?
hot, I would have married someone hot.
Yeah, that crap.
I'm just worried that you may hear stuff like that if he's like.
I don't think
No, I
so.
think he'll be excited about it.
Sometimes, so he'd just be thinking is what you're saying.
No.
Sometimes your filter's a little off, Terry, and you don't realize that you shouldn't be saying these things out loud. After a hard day's work, especially, you can be so worn down that your
Right.
filter can be a little off.
Right, I understand.
And you
that.
wind up saying things that later in the night he may wind up regretting that he said.
Right. Well, then maybe we should advise her not to do it in the car. Just wait, till he gets home. Let him relax a little bit, and then
Give him a moment to let him settle into the car seat before you let him know exactly what's going on.
Right.
Like cover it up with a big overcoat. Nice summer day to do it. And then as you're driving home, maybe unbutton it little by little.
or have him do it while you're driving.
Mm-hmm.
Say, honey, reach on over.
He'll find a way to ruin it on the way home.
Yeah, of course.
She'll be out by the time they get home.
Yeah.
Never mind.
They'll be arguing.
Yeah, this is just going to lead to all kinds of awkward situation.
Oh, I had a hard day at work. Yeah, not doing much for me.
You want to turn him
after your hard
on,
day.
go with the old favorite, 2 words, hot meal. No, I'll be his hot meal. No, he'd rather have a real hot meal.
Jeez.
Send somebody else to pick him up.
Oh, there you go.
That was my first thought.
Yeah, it was. The neighbor.
see, thanks for playing.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tune in now, Stephen.
Mm. Bobby in Tacoma. Oh, jeez.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, are you there?
Yeah, man.
My Bubba Babala's on the line. What can I do for you, sir?
Yeah, man. I just got one question, man. Are you ready for this, man?
Target people would come around, sir.
Let's give this out as a prize today.
Told you people would come around, Terry. Greatest song ever. Yeah!
Great song.
Oh, thank you so
How
much.
does that not hype you up for the summer there, Terry?
How you not getting hyped?
Jeez.
You're talking about how you hate to bring downer-type stories to the program. Your reaction to this very uplifting song is one of real negativity, Terry. Like you think it's so damn lame.
I'm going shirtless and flip-flops next segment.
Whoa!
It doesn't get any more cool than a song like this. That's right! I hate that! Sure. I don't know what you said, but it sounded good. You know I am. You know I am. All right, yeah, I'm starting to get to me too, Jerry. All right.
Oh, I'm just now warming to it. I love
I
it.
actually just warmed up to it, too.
No more math,
All
no
the-
more history.
All the summer hijinks that go on.
Jeez.
Makes me want to go on the holiday road.
Joe and Where are you from, Joe? What can we do for you, sir? Joe is on the line. Yes, Joe. Joe, are you there? Joe's not answering right away because he knows he's answering the question of... Yeah. Joe, you there?
T-Man.
Yes, Joe.
What's going on?
Where are you from, Joe?
I'm from Vallejo, California.
What can I do for you, my friend?
Well, I got this girl at my work, right?
Where do you work? It sounds like some highly industrialized type outfit you work for.
No.
I hear the sounds of conveyor belts in the background or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you work? What do you do?
I work for a car company.
Ah, okay. That would explain the conveyor belts. Yes. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Well, I got this girl, right?
Yes.
She already told me that. She's like, Joe, you're hot.
Oh.
I'm like, okay.
A girl you work with or a girl outside of work?
Oh, he said he works with her.
A girl who's there right now.
But she knows I got a girlfriend.
Ah. Of course she does.
So
That's why you're so hot.
So she walks up to him and says, Joe, you are hot.
Just that blatant, yes.
Yeah.
Joe, you are hot.
So I tell her, man, I don't want no strangers.
So you responded very clearly with, well, if I'm that hot and you need to have me very badly, you can, at a no-risk little situational agreement here, a no strings attached. Are you ready for the summer sexual moment?
That's a better question.
You've made that clear for her or what?
Basically, all I'm looking for is a flight to Boston. You know what I mean?
What was that about a flight to Boston, Terry?
What's a flight to
But
Boston?
all I'm looking for is a flight to Boston. You know what I mean?
Well, why is a flight to Boston part of this conversation? I'm not following you.
I'm just trying to get some oral pleasure. That's all I'm trying to get from her.
Flight to Boston. All right. That's
how it relates.
Mm-hmm. All right. So where are we at with this girl?
Yeah, so she tells me to come over to her house.
Yes.
Then when I go over to her house, she's heckling. She's two different people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, she's like, oh, yeah, come over. Then when I come over, she wants to offer me water, and then I got to leave.
Water.
What?
Terrible.
I came all the way to your house, and all I get is water?
I can't get this anywhere else.
Right.
I've always wondered what water tastes like.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Worth the trip.
What he gets in Boston, wow.
All right, Joe, why does this seem really weird? You have a girl at work that tells you how hot you are and invites you over. Then you come over, she knows you have a girlfriend, and guys who have a girlfriend, they know they don't have much time to play with her. We got to get down to business.
Right.
All right? This guy has a girlfriend. I don't have much time that I'm going to have him to spend with me, so I got to make it happen now if I want this guy, and I've pretty much established that I do.
Yeah, when
so
he
let's
goes...
bypass the water offers.
Right.
Let's get going here.
But he claims that she's got a split personality, a personality at work, and then the personality at home, where it's here's the water.
She completely flipped on him when she got him to her place.
Right.
Now, what would be her motivation? What would be her motive behind doing that, Terry?
I don't know.
Joe?
She's fat. I'm not going to put too much effort into it.
Okay, she's a big woman. So she wanted you to work. When she invited you over, wanted you to say something nice or do something for her that established that you were working a little bit for it, and you were unwilling to do that. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm not going to try too hard for a fat girl. You know what I mean?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Joe, is that it?
How I get a gas card?
Exactly.
Yeah,
he couldn't do a story.
No, it wasn't even really a good story.
No.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Terry.
No, Joe, you're not getting a gas card.
No.
All right?
Oh.
Buy your own gas.
Hey, man.
Good luck.
Quit driving to fat girls' houses. You have more gas.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Town has been shut down.
All right. Town is being shut down.
The whole town, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody out of here.
Yeah, Joe doesn't have gas. We have nothing left to do here. We're shutting down the town.
Wow.
Joe's not able to be mobile.
No.
So there's nothing to do here. All of Vallejo, pretty much done.
I thought we were supposed to be getting ready for the summer this Friday here.
That's the best thing you got to. You can't even give me a story that makes really any sense.
Well, yeah, and he couldn't even keep it going or anything.
Right.
Jeez.
First of all, fat girls don't drink water, nor do they offer it. Okay, I didn't buy it from that. It's like, here's a glass of buttermilk. That I get.
Oh, yeah, that's good for your cholesterol. I actually thought I was going somewhere for a second there. Man.
Yeah.
Mm.
He just couldn't. Oh, man.
Love girls at work that say I'm hot, Terry. And when they finally hire someone like that, I'll be very excited about it. Mm-hmm. It is time to give some stuff away, though, Terry. Just not to Joe.
Yeah.
Just not to Bogus Joe.
Bogus Joe.
That is good.
Want some money for gas? Stop making phone calls to the program and get back to work.
Oh, man.
1-866-663-T-Man. A lot of people are dying for Summer Jam tickets. We're getting closer and closer to Summer Jam 2007, don't you know, Terry?
Mm-hmm, we are.
Tickets are at a premium. Tickets are still on sale, but we're in one of those spots right now where they're going fast, and if you don't get them now, you're facing a situation where you may be shut out. I warned people about that when it came to the bomb. I told people when the HP Pavilion was getting to near capacity, I said, listen, we got a couple of 100 to 1,000 seats left, and if you don't get them now, you're going to be shut out. Well, did people believe me? Some of them did, and they got those tickets. The ones that didn't, thought they had time, were on the outside looking in, and they missed the best concert of the calendar year thus far. Well, the same applies to Summer Jam 2007. Ludacris, Nas, Bone, who else, Terry? T-Pain are all going to be there. Now, I'm warning you that the tickets are running thin. So, two questions you have to ask yourself. Are you going to get the hottest ticket for the summer? And more, a general question. But I will get some free tickets in some people's hands right now. 1-866-663-T-Man. Caitlin is on the line. Is it Caitlin?
Yes.
You want some Summer Jam tickets?
I do.
No problem. They're yours.
Yay! Congratulations.
Uh-huh.
You're lying to me.
Okay, yeah, maybe I am.
What?
Thank you for the call.
Oh, I guess you are.
Mm-hmm. I want to thank you. Yay!
I was over here clapping. Big congrats.
She really didn't do anything wrong. I don't know why I'm so quick to do that. I find some power trip in it or something. I don't know. I have to talk to my therapist about it.
Okay.
1-866-663-T-Man. You're on the air. Don't say
I
the
want
wrong
tickets.
thing. Who's this?
Tina,
Tina from where?
Seattle.
What can I do for you? Turn your radio down.
I want Summer Jam tickets.
They're yours.
Thank you.
Yay!
There you go. No, I wasn't excited enough, Terry.
Oh.
Thank you.
No, that was forced.
Yeah. Okay.
Never mind. 1-866-663-T-Man. I have $75 gas cards. I will give a $75 gas card to the first person in the Bay Area. I will give a Summer Jam tickets to the first person in the Northwest. And I'm running way behind right now, Terry.
All right.
Keith is on the line. Keith
Hello?
from Puyallup, yes.
Oh,
What can I do for you, Keith?
hey, I was just calling. Well, if I could get Summer Jam tickets, that'd be tight. But I was just going to make a comment about that lady.
Yeah, you can't do both. Thanks for the call. 1-866-663-T-Man, you're on the air. Did I make it clear the time is short, Terry?
You did.
Mm-hmm. So am I?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're on the air.
Hey, this is Aaron.
What can
Can I
I do?
get a gas card?
Yes, you can, Aaron. Where are you calling from?
Pleasanton.
What can I do for you? Well, you want a gas card? Yeah, you got a gas card.
Yoo-hoo.
All right.
Never mind.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Looks like we're not going to get to summer.
Has to be the right dosage of happiness, Terry.
Okay. You didn't like him, huh?
People seem like it's just expected.
You're on the air.
Hi.
I want to hear genuine excitement without it being forced.
All right.
At the right level of excitement, yes.
Okay.
Hi, I'm calling for Summer Jam tickets.
Who is this?
This is Lindsay.
Absolutely, Lindsay.
Yay, Lindsay.
Really?
Nah.
Oh.
Oh. This sounded cute.
Really? That's all she said.
Lindsay.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Who's this?
Hello?
Who's this?
This is Michael.
From where?
From San Francisco.
What can I do for you?
I'm hoping to win a gas card.
You've won one.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm running really short on time, so absolutely, yes, Michael, hang on, you're a winner. That was
I'm trying to hold back my claps now because I clap for everybody and then
that
it's
was
done.
really awful.
Terry's clap is bad luck.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Bill in Seattle's been waiting a long time. You want Summer Jam tickets, Bill?
Oh, yeah.
Hang on the line. Congratulations, Bill.
Way to go, Bill.
Hey.
Yes. Hugh in Auburn's been waiting a long time. You want Summer Jam tickets, Hugh?
You told I got a call yesterday at the end of the show.
No, I don't want Summer Jam tickets, actually.
All right.
What is Hugh?
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, I called in, remember? I called in on Wednesday.
Yes.
I called in on Wednesday. Remember that?
Hugh, I'm way behind.
Come on,
You got 10 seconds to tell me what you want.
But, T-Man, okay, I made up a girlfriend, right?
Yeah?
Can you help me with that?
No.
Why not?
What do you want? I'll give you something. What do you need?
I want a gas card.
Hang on, you got a gas card.
Yay.
What? No, but I'm telling you, I made up a girlfriend to make my girlfriend jealous.
$50 because you just kept talking. Not 75.
Shut up.
I'm tired of my God. Hey, Robin, where do you want?
Take it and move on.
First caller now. I know. You don't have to flash signs at me. You're on the air.
Hey, I would like to get Summer Jam tickets.
Who's this?
This is Will. from Seattle.
Congratulations, Will. You've won them.
Good
Thank
job,
you,
Will.
That's all you got, Will? Summer Jam free tickets, and you got to thank you?
Hey, come on.
You're lucky I'm behind, Will. Oh, I bet you've heard that from a couple of guys before. Hang on, Will.
Oh, especially this weekend.
Jeez. Will's a winner of Summer Jam tickets.
Way to go, Will.
Who else can I give stuff to? I'm in the giving mood now, Terry, believe it or not. Yes, who's this?
I want my damn Summer Jam.
Oh, that's last year's line. Let's go to John in Vacaville, who's been waiting a while. John, are you there?
Yeah, what's up, T-Man?
John, can I give you something like a 3-pack of CDs or a $50 gas card?
Yeah, a $50. I mean, not to be picky, man, but a $50 gas card would be great.
Consider it done.
Oh, yes, thanks, T-Man. I appreciate it.
That's nice. That's exactly what I wanted.
And he recognizes being, picky by not taking the CDs.
He was like, good.
Perfect. That's a textbook way to go about your call. With a very volatile and explosive time bomb ticking T-Man. I'm a walking time bomb! Stephen, I don't need an oral aid to assist me.
An oral aid.
I didn't know what it was at first.
Didn't either. It was
Sounded
not
like a
good.
mouse on crack.
I know I did.
What'd you just do with your mouth?
Well, I was thinking of doing that like that, but then I can't do that fast enough.
Either one was a terrible mistake. All right.
Well, you got to try it once in a while.
Not really.
The T-Man Show.
Where you been all morning? Where's here?
I'm in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Vinnie the Pooh.
That's right. No,
I've been
here all morning.
I think you've been passed out all morning. What'd you do last night? Kicked it where?
In San Francisco.
Downtown?
Yes.
Where'd you go?
New spot.
Why are we kind of whispering now? It's turning.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought that was just kind of the whole mood of everything.
Mm-hmm.
We can keep it going if you want to.
If anyone in the Bay Area wants to hang out with Angel and Vinnie the Pooh tonight, they should have their head examined. But
Yeah, no kidding.
until they do, where might they find you guys? Do you have a destination? Do you have a target spot?
I think tonight we'll be in SJ tonight.
San Jose. Yes. Well, where? I mean, it's a pretty big place last night, Jeff.
I'm assuming it is a pretty big place. Angel says message him on Wild Space.
Maybe they don't want anyone to know where these two are going to wind up tonight. I don't know, Terry.
Oh, boy. Back on the barrel.
Maybe they want their own exclusive time.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, never mind. We'll make sure the listeners get the message clear that you and Angel want your alone time.
That's not the case.
Well, then tell me a club you're going to be at. Give me something.
Angel knows at the club. What is the name of the club? We're going to Taste. We're going to Taste tonight.
Taste.
Oh, they're going to taste.
Oh, yeah.
Another taste, please.
Oh, yeah. Does this tank top make me look fat or no?
right, so if any listeners out there want to hang out with Vinnie the Pooh and Angel tonight, if you could pry them apart.
Hold on. I'm going to look up the club.
They're going to be at Taste in San Jose.
That's right.
All right, well, now you're committed to that spot. You better be there.
Like Pooh and the Taste.
What?
We gonna be there.
It's called Taste Ultra Lounge.
Oh, yeah. Angel's one of the all-time great ultra loungers.
Oh, wow. They have a great website. Some hot chicks on it for you.
Well, that's a nice plug for them, Terry. Oh, yeah.
Good move.
I might wind up there myself now, Terry.
Come down, you gonna kick it tonight?
Not in this area of the club. Hey, but who knows? I don't know. That's where they'll be.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Make it. What?
I said, come out and say what's up. Pinch my cheeks.
All right, pinch your cheeks. There you go. Vinnie the Pooh's inviting you to come out and pinch his cheeks unless he's talking to Angel. I don't know. Anyway.
Wow.
Not those
They're
cheeks.
having a big party again. Like that, huh? Nice website.
I guess Rhythm really is a dancer.
I guess.
Vinnie, if we don't see you tonight, we'll see you on Monday.
Sounds good, boss.
All right, man. There he is.
All right.
He's Vinnie the Pooh.
He is.
Taste San Jose.
All right, Pooh and Taste in the same sentence is bad.
Who's this? Isella? What's your name?
Yes, my name's Isella.
Isella. You've been waiting on hold a long time, so
Yes,
long that I want to. How about I offer you you're in San Jose right now, is that right?
Yes, I am.
How about I offer you a 3-pack of CDs for your trouble?
That'll work.
Because you wanted to.
Work.
You wanted to come on and talk about certain things going on in your life, and we ran short of time. So a 3-pack of CDs. Any way I can tailor it to your personal tastes?
I like R&B.
Oh, really?
Really?
All right. Well, I'll try to find some of that. Anything more specific that you can clue me in on? Any artists that are standing out in your mind that you've been into lately?
Neo's new one would work.
All right, we can find you, Neo. Make sure to try to include that. Make sure to try.
Okay.
Sounds so promising, huh?
You might expect it. All right, hang on. You want a 3-pack of CDs. We'll
Thank you.
We'll take your info. We'll talk to you another day. All right, Isella?
Thank you very much.
All right, let me give away one more pair of Summer Jam tickets. Oh, look at the time, Terry. After show, it's too late for that.
Oh,
Canceled.
darn it.
Who's this? What's Friday, Terry? And you know what?
This is right.
You know I am.
I could just play that on the after show.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Anyone who really wants to hear that song can hear it on the after show about 3 times consecutively. What's your name, dude?
Ray.
Ray. From where?
Tacoma.
Summer Jam tickets. How does it sound?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My birthday's on July 27th. I'm doing it.
There it is.
All right.
Well, the man's finally got enough sex, it sounds like. Okay. And he's got Summer Jam waiting in the wings as well.
He
Congratulations, Ray in Tacoma.
Good job, Ray.
See that, Terry?
I do.
Give away a whole bunch of stuff to a whole bunch of people.
You did.
Enjoy the weekend, Terry Free.
And you as well.
Hopefully you have some new pictures up on your side of the website, www.thetmanshow.com, that correlate to the weekend that you may have. Well, I'm hoping that it's a nice one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full body shot.
Yes, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, T-Man, you have a good one, too.
T-Man Show.
I couldn't find